York City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans.
Here we go. Here's the bit.
At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
I would love to say we have the best job in America.
Anthony Cumia, an alcoholic.
It could be the best thing ever.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
Out loud laughs.
How do we explain the show? We should start there.
Oh, here it is.
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
Oh, shit. This is a freak show.
Why would anybody want to come on this show as a guest?
Under the right circumstances, something weird could happen.
I don't give a fuck.
Laugh out loud funny.
Which I love. That's what I love.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
Because when you listen to our show, you know what you get. You know what we are.
Everything has to do with cock or balls. You know, the jokes all end up talking about cock and balls. You're a waste of life.
Fucking listeners, go fucking die. Excuse me.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement.
Wow.
Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
How the hell do we follow that? Holy crap. Who got Stacy Keach to do that? That's awesome.
I want to listen to that show.
Yeah, exactly.
That show sounds awesome. Where is it?
Let's get the hell out of here so we
Exactly.
can listen to those guys.
I know.
Because the mediocrity about to be delivered is not going to...
Can't live up to the intro.
No.
That's bad.
I think we finally made it. Stacy Keach doing the intro to the radio show? That's not bad.
What a great ballsy voice he's got, man.
I didn't realize his voice was so good.
Yeah. He had a couple other little tidbits, didn't he? I heard a couple of things, yeah.
What, he's got some outtakes?
No, we have some other clips.
We got other stuff
a
we'll do?
other production that's pretty funny.
Okay, cool. All right, well, morning.
Stacy Keach.
His show, by the way, I watched all 5 episodes, and I'm fucking so annoyed that I don't have the other ones. It's so good.
Do you have to wait for the other ones now?
I don't know. Roland, we get the DVDs to preview stuff. It's called Lights Out on FX.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like I watched 3, and then the last 2 I watched, and I'm like, God damn it, why don't I have the whole season?
You don't care, though.
It's great.
He's an old salt.
That FX has it down.
He's already moved on to his next project. He don't care. He don't care if you like it or not.
No, he'd like to probably get picked up for season 2, though.
That's true.
That's a fantastic show.
Hey, he's a huge Jets fan, too, so I want to congratulate Stacy Keach. Your team did it.
My God.
Beat the fucking Pats.
Right up until the end, though. You weren't a little like...
Yeah, the wheels seem to be falling off a little bit. It was getting a little shaky near the end there.
I was more frightened at the first onside kick than I was after the Pats' last touchdown.
Really?
Yeah, because that was like, all right, they still got time to get the onside kick. Once the Jets had it, then it was like, okay. But then it got scary again after they scored and went for the onside kick again.
Right.
Because now you're like, all right,
here we go.
They get a good run on this. It's over, Johnny, or at least a tie. But that was... It was an exciting end. At least something was going on.
It sure was. I was a little distracted because I was going back and forth with Bob Kelly because he's a big Patriots fan.
Yes.
I must have wrote 20 to 30 text messages to Bob Kelly, and so I think I started missing some of the game.
Just to razz him? Was he being razzed?
Well, he wanted to bet me dinner on the game. And by halftime...
It cost you a lot if he won.
Well, yeah. By halftime, he's like, my wife's not going to go to dinner so I could save some money. He gave up at halftime. I got it in the text messages. Hardcore Pats fan giving up at halftime. So...
I didn't like the onside kick they went for. I thought that was a panic move. Like, they were probably worried about the Jets' run game with 2 minutes left. And I'm like, why are they going for... They were down by 8 at that point.
Yeah, they're questioning that call.
That was a dumb call.
They're doing a little Monday morning quarterbacking on that.
They should
one.
be. That was a dumb one. You got to just kick it off and go try to get them to go 3 and out. I know 1 first down would end the game, but there was almost 2 minutes left.
Well, I thought Brady looked shaky the entire game. He looked a little lost out there.
Yeah.
A little lost.
It's always fun watching him get his ass slammed into the ground.
Not a fan of Brady?
No, it's just, it's one of those, he's one of those quarterbacks that the goddamn guy just seems to have hours back there to pick and choose where he's throwing. I mean,
a lot of protection.
It's amazing. So to see him get knocked on his ass every so often is kind of fun.
Well, I mean, the Pats fans, they got back at the Jets. They beat the crap out of Rex Ryan on the way out of the stadium. So,
yeah.
Just pelted with everything.
Yeah.
They're saying soda and ice and whatever else they had in their pockets up there in Foxborough. Let's say hi to Sonny in Boston. Is this Forelli?
Yeah, it's fucking Sonny. You
Oh,
goddamn
shit.
Fucking green motherfuckers.
Wow.
You fucking suck. You're fucking doing a little fucking airplane, fucking dance in the fucking end zone.
Wait. I think we better clear something up first. Now, Sonny, you're a Pats fan.
I think so, yeah. Hey, listen, man, no one wanted to listen to my dumb sports talk because it sounds lame when you listen to it, but, man, it's very logical. I'm telling you right now. Rex Ryan told his team to get the shit kicked out of them, and that's exactly what the Pats did, 45-3, to set up this fine victory this past Sunday.
That is,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
You were saying that, and I'm saying, God damn it, that's the way I would fucking think, but I'm saying no, fucking Opie fucking shit.
Lol.
Why are we talking to Pats fans? It's all about Pittsburgh now. I want to hear from the Steelers fans, not the Pats. That's like looking in the rearview mirror,
old
man.
News. Old hat.
Pittsburgh are gonna bury the Jets.
It's gonna be a good game Sunday.
Well, they did say that it was supposed to be a complete blowout with the Pats, so we'll see what happens.
Right.
But you know what they do have, though? The terrible towel.
That's right. That's right.
You know how I love a stadium full of people with props.
Well, they got the terrible towels, and we got the rape whistles, so we're all set
Rape
for the
whistles.
big game. The
Rape
big game.
whistles.
All right, fuck you guys.
Hey,
right.
you know what? You guys should be proud, though. You had a really good season.
Good season.
Good season for you
next
guys.
year. There's always next year.
What were you guys? What was your record this year, Sonny?
I think it was something like, what was it, 14-2 or...
So 14-2, and then there was the year that the Pats went 16 and Zippo.
Yeah, that
right?
one. Yeah.
So in 2 seasons, they went 30-2 without a Super Bowl. That's pretty impressive. Not bad.
This was like one of the youngest teams of the league, too. So, I mean...
All right, yeah, good. Listen, here's the thing. I got tired of these baby announcers complaining about the Jets celebrating. They're like, oh, what is that? Like, the announcers are such faggots. What faggots the announcers are.
Yeah.
The Jets haven't won shit in a long time.
Yeah, let them celebrate.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
That's right. All right.
You know, in all honesty, congratulations to the Jets, man. They outplayed us. What can I say?
And, Sonny, while you're on the phone, because you're from the Boston area, I want to say hi to Willie O'Ree today.
Willie O'Ree.
Willie O'Ree.
Yeah.
Good old Willie O'Ree.
Willie O'Ree.
Do you know who Willie O'Ree is, Sonny?
No, I have no fucking clue. Who the fuck is he?
Oh, boy.
He was the
better
first-
hang up on him before you tell him.
Yes.
He's in a mood.
Well, that's why I want to tell Sonny. We got a raw nerve on the phone. Willie O'Ree was the first black NHL player.
Oh.
And he debuted for the Boston Bruins 53 years ago.
Bruins?
Why the hell would they put the first black NHL player up there in Boston?
What the fuck is a black man?
See,
That's Boston.
That's why I had to do it to Sonny.
And on this day after Martin Luther King Day.
Right. All right, Sonny. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Bye. You know what? We have to play good old Wes Walker.
Wes Walker, wow.
Wes Walker fucked everything up for the Pats, pissing off Bill Belichick. So I think he sat him for the kickoff or something.
Yeah.
He showed him.
Showed him.
He showed him. You're going to sit down for a play for what you said before the game. In a press conference, this is what he said before the Jets-Pats game, or the Pats-Jets game, or however the hell you want to say it.
I mean, the guy is he is who he is, and he does a great job of making sure everybody's on the same page and everybody's putting their best foot forward. You can't just stick your toe in the water, especially, you got your foot up in the air. Want to go out there and just put your best foot forward. He's got great feet. He has good feet. He's another guy who has great feet. You want to make sure that, you bring your best foot forward out there. Let's go out there and being good little foot soldiers. You definitely have to be on your toes and make sure that you're ready to go.
Now, the big question, I'm a Jets fan, and that's a Pats player, Wes Walker.
Wow.
He should absolutely be able to do that.
Of course, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
Hell yes.
Bill Belichick said, "Whoa, what the fuck are you doing?" And kind of, sat him for I don't know how many plays.
Sit your wife then. She's the one letting guys suck on her toes.
Wait, that was Belichick and Ryan, the one. Belichick's a Pats player. No, that's a Pats player.
Pats
Yeah,
player?
yeah.
You're saying that it was his wife's toes, but that was
No, I mean it's like why would that upset anybody?
right.
Because
It's Ryan's wife that's got the friggin' shit out there.
Because sports is filled with a bunch of crybabies.
Yeah.
And it's not the players, by the way. It's everyone else revolved around the players. Wes Welker should be able to do that.
Yeah, it's funny.
In a press conference leading up to the big game.
Unbelievable.
Why not?
Come on.
But there was all sorts of outrage and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, what do you got on this, Travis?
Well, Belichick specifically told his players, don't get involved in this Jets back and forth shit. So Welker kind of went against what Belichick said.
He went against what Belichick said.
So Belichick had to make an example of him. He benched him for the first set.
For the first, that shows a lot.
And then he let him play.
But then the Boston Herald turns around after the loss, and the front page of the paper, Rex's Jets walk all over Patriots. Agony of defeat.
Yes.
Feet spelled F-E-E-T. And then in big letters, stomped.
Stomped, which you do with, feet.
Sure. It's the obvious thing that everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
Rex Ryan and his love of feet. And his love of black men sucking on his wife's toes. Hey, man, whatever he needs to do to get this fucking Super Bowl back in New York. I don't give a fuck, man. Release more videos, please.
Black guys sucking on your wife's feet. If that gets a win in the column there, fine.
You can only imagine what Rex Ryan was doing after that big victory.
Oh God. The whole team's coming back to my house. Damn.
So I thought that was hilarious. I love that shit in sports.
Yeah.
I love the trash talking. I love the celebrations on the field. But for some reason, we're not supposed to show emotions. And
They've turned into fucking fags. They really have.
Everybody.
I hate sports announcers.
I hate sports announcers, and you should hate award shows, too.
We're
going to get into that.
But
it's the same shit going on in pop culture in general.
People are just very selective about what they want made fun of or what they find acceptable. It really is annoying how people want to be able to skewer what they want and what they don't agree with.
Yeah.
But if you skewer them, they fucking snivel.
Like sportsmanship. I don't want sportsmanship. I want my team trash talking right up to the point they lose or win. I don't give a fuck. The more the better, too.
And isn't psyching out? Hasn't that been part of the game? Like every sport
used to be
forever is psyching out the other team, taking something that you hope throws them off balance a little bit.
Used to be,
yeah.
Half these guys, if they weren't in the NFL, they would be committing crimes somewhere. But we got to make believe they're good citizens and have to act accordingly.
Yeah.
Fuck that crap. Trash talk. Fucking dance your ass off in the end zone if you have to.
Just looking at the lovely Mrs. Ryan pictures.
I see that.
Jesus.
Pull out a Sharpie and sign a fucking football after you score. I love all that shit. Love it.
Not anymore.
Yeah, the athletes are dicks, too. We've had enough of them in here. They're fucking too cool for the room jagoffs. Most of them. Some of them are really cool, but a lot of them are just dicks.
Not like the old days when they weren't getting paid what they should have.
And then after the game, the Jets' Bart Scott cuts a promo after the game. Listen to this. This is terrific as well.
To all the non-believers. How did that? To all the non-believers. Especially you, Tom Jackson. Way to have our back, Keyshawn. Anybody can be beat. So how did that just feel? Felt great. Poetic justice. We know we were a much better team than we came up and represented ourselves. And we're pissed off. We was ready to come back and show what type of defense, what type of team this was, what kind of character we had. We take a lot of slack. People gave us no chance, like we barely made it in playoffs. We're a good football team. It looks like this team played with anger all day. Why, Bart? For all you non-believers, disrespect us, talk crap about the defense, and we're the third best defense in the league. All we hear is about their defense. They can't stop a nosebleed.
Wow.
25th in the league. We didn't want to get disrespected. Congratulations. See you in Pittsburgh. Can't wait.
That was the scariest interview I've ever heard in my life.
And that shit rules. Whether it's your team or the other team, I don't give a fuck. That shit rules.
It gives me Dad's Super Bowl ring. Exactly.
Yeah. You know what it is?
It gives me that.
They like to pretend a lot of these guys aren't from where they're from. That's what the league wants to do.
Yeah.
The league is trying to go, hey, we know where you're from and what your upbringing was, but let's pretend you're not that. Like, that's the way you should talk when you're playing. You know what I mean? It's like, it's phony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When LeBron James
was great.
When LeBron James went back to Cleveland, he was giving everybody shit. And I'm sitting there, I'm not a big LeBron James fan, but I was loving it as a sports fan. I was loving the fact that he was like kind of walking over toward the bench when, someone was taking foul shots and just giving them a few fucking jabs. I loved all that.
I thought, did you screw up? Was that a clip from Scared Straight?
Yes.
Yeah,
the new Scared Straight.
I thought that was the new Scared Straight. Some new fish was in.
Yeah.
And he was being yelled at.
Let me say hi to Mark in Pittsburgh. Marky.
Hey guys, how you doing?
All right, brother.
Opie, I want to let you know your Jets, they already won their Super Bowl. They're on an emotional high, and they're going to lose coming into Pittsburgh this week.
Oh, boy.
That was some tough trash talking by you, sir.
Wow, really?
I don't even know what to do with that.
Well, go ahead and try.
I just hope you guys make a lot of feet jokes this week. As it worked out well for the Pats. Rex Ryan doesn't give a fuck if you talk about feet, black
really
guys
doesn't.
licking his wife's toes. He don't care.
He probably gets off listening to other people talk about it.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. So have fun with that in Pittsburgh all week because it's going to be a big mistake on your part.
All right, punch it out,
Leave
guys.
the feet alone and maybe you got a shot. I can't wait for Sunday.
The terrible towels.
Yeah.
They sent
you know what? Really fast, sorry. Ronnie in Jersey. Ronnie.
What's up, fellas?
How's Sammy's sweetheart?
I just want to know if that's Clubber Lang or Bart Scott.
Did sound like Clubber. Hey, woman. Why don't you come over to my house? I'll show you how a real man sucks feet.
Fuck. What was the other game? I forgot.
Green Bay.
Oh, yeah, Green Bay looks fucking tough. Rodgers, Jesus Christ.
They're playing Chicago. Who'd they beat up, Green Bay?
Atlanta. Killed them. Yeah, they killed Atlanta. Fuck. Rodgers and the Packers. They're the favorites to win the Super Bowl.
Brett Favre says they're going all the way.
Fuck Brett Favre.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The newly retired
Yeah,
Brett
Newly
Favre?
retired. Did you get some of his merchandise?
He filed his retirement papers, and within minutes he had retirement shit on his website.
He was whoring stuff
He did
on
the
his
same
website.
thing when he announced that he wasn't going to start that game. When his streak was over, literally 10 minutes later, there was specialized streak ended merchandise.
The
on his
little,
website.
the tiny little dickhead hats he's selling. That's embarrassing.
Little
really
teeny
should.
penis doilies.
Yeah.
Little wiener doilies. I despise that fucking attention whore woman man quarterback. Nice dickhead, stupid. Fucking loathe
Really
him.
horrible. That should be in a trench in Europe in 1914.
It really should be. Allied forces should be firing at it. Wrong war. I was off by 40 years.
There's the little penis.
Oh, God.
But they claim he has huge hands.
Look at how he's holding it. He's holding it like it's a real mighty weapon with his fucking. Can you turn that a little so I can look at his horrible fucking. It looks like his pubes look like, you ever see the atom bomb go off the way the ground looks? His fucking pubes suck. Those are what awful pubes. And look at him trying to make it look turgid as he squeezes it mightily.
He's squeezing it, leaning it off to the one side. It's awful.
His dick is horrible. And a real sexy picture. His fucking left foot is all curled up on the pillow. Ugh. What a douche.
He's holding it like you would hold an old, sick relative.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Just very carefully.
And everybody knows when you're sending a dick picture, you gotta flex and get all the blood into that dick and get it as big as possible.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck is that?
And you point it a certain way.
Or let it hang downward so it looks like
Right.
there's nothing happening yet.
That's actually a picture you'd send your mom to show off your watch. And I hate his multicolored dickhead. I hate the way that the dick just got tired of being one color and switched colors. Right below that shitty helmet.
Got tired.
Isn't it?
Horrible.
That's hysterical.
I'd like to watch a lion lick the skin off that with its rough cat tongue. Fuck him, attention whore.
His pubes go right into his leg hair.
They're
too,
fucking
right?
horrid.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's all over the place.
What the fuck,
Stupid,
man?
stupid knuckle. I hate it.
Everything about that picture is horrid if
I
you're
know.
sending a dick. That's what not to do when sending a dick pic.
How about you close the door in the background? How about you do that? Is that an open door? Because now all I'm thinking is, who's coming in? Who's going out? And fucking, why don't you make the bed? He was in such a sexy pose. His asshole probably stunk. Fucking jerk. Fuck him. Dumb streak.
Yeah, he's retired now, though.
I know.
That's it.
Good for him.
More time for more dick pics.
Finally moving on.
That's all he'll be doing now. Dick picking.
Shit.
Good one.
Hey, Jimmy, the AC show was amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Everybody was fucking great. You, Bill Burr, Jim Brewer, and David Tell. Holy shit, what a lineup.
It was, we did something different on the second show. Like, you guys saw the first show, which was the first time we did it. And I realized that I wanted somebody in front of me for like 5 because the Pittsburgh game had ended and people were kind of coming in. Mm-hmm. So the late show was even better because we had a comedian just go up and do 5 minutes.
Ooh.
And then the Sunday show was fucking phenomenal. I was happy with all of them, but that first one I just wish that I had a guy in front of me for 5 to get people seated. I noticed.
It all worked. I mean, you noticed, but no one else did. It was an amazing show. Amazing.
Really? Thank you, man.
Really funny.
And a lot of fun down in Atlantic City. Man, just met a lot of fucking fans.
Yeah, the Borgata was slammed all weekend.
Oh, yeah, they were.
It was fucking mobbed.
A lot of fans.
And who won the fucking jackpot? That's what everyone wants to know.
While
we were down there, 2 fucking slot machines hit. One for $3.5 million. The penny fucking did I say stock?
Penny slots.
Penny slot. The penny slot machine hit for $3.5 million. The Wheel of Fortune won. While the whole crew was down there. I mean, the odds are one of our fans could have easily won that.
I'm sorry, Mr. Rothstein. Sometimes people just win. 2 machines hit.
And then another one for $700,000. Is that the lady that won? That's not a fan of our show.
No, there's no one identified.
You could just say,
file photo.
Was that a lady that won? That's not a fan of our show. Any lady.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of guys like this radio show. Wow, Jesus.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's on a penny stock.
Yeah, the
slot. I just did the same thing.
Yeah, penny slot.
The first progressive jackpot hit on that type of machine since May of 2008.
Yeah, that thing hasn't paid off since 2008 like that.
Wow.
What's that?
It hasn't paid off like that since
since 2008, yeah.
I mean, you win here and there, but nothing like $3.5 million. Holy shit.
It's the only hotel, and honestly, the only hotel in AC worth staying in. I mean, the other ones I haven't been in a long time, but they were always fucking kind of run down and shit.
Just, that place is class, is what it is. It's class.
Imagine putting a penny in a fucking... And then then what happens?
Yeah, it's just...
Does all hell breaks loose? Do pennies start spilling out?
I don't think... Yeah, that would suck if you had to pick up $3.5 million in pennies.
That's the way they should do it, though. Make a scene. Why not?
Still just standing there.
Have the pennies just keep pouring out until it covers the person.
Ching, 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 ching. You just, can I have
what is it?
hat?
Just a slip of paper pops out? Who cares?
I think the whole machine goes bullshit.
Yeah, I think at that point, nothing happened. Like, it's just a siren goes off and someone has to come get you.
The whole machine goes crazy.
And then you run away
comes over.
because you think you did something wrong.
Yeah.
And then somebody else steps up.
Don Rickles comes up and goes, let's get some champagne. Let's take it in the bag.
The ceiling should open up and pennies should just fall on your head
and crush you.
Yes. Why not?
Crushed in your dumb pennies.
But it was definitely a good weekend down there.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
We brought the kid, which got a lot of looks.
Yeah, huh?
So I kept saying, "You can win anything down here."
Oh, is that the joke?
Oh, because
look, I won a baby.
Yeah, everyone's looking at us in the elevator. I'm like, yeah, we got really lucky today. We we won a kid. Any stories from your weekend, Dan?
No, not really. Borgata
up, down.
They could pay off, one of those slot things pretty much from what I left there.
Yeah, an ugly weekend.
Yeah, it was an ugly weekend. Wasn't going well.
You finally got hit?
Yeah, I had my ups and downs.
You've been having a lot of
mostly downs.
Your casino experiences lately have been a lot of ups. So
I know.
You finally gave back a little bit.
Well, no, lately though, they've been downs. Like the past 3 outings have been down. After an astonishing run, but
you paid for your suite this weekend.
Oh,
you paid for the limo. You covered a lot of expenses.
I paid for the wing.
Was it your worst loss?
It was up there.
Wow,
it was up there.
I know the figure I heard at one point, and I actually went like this. Hey, I actually just had my air left me.
No, it was nice. But you know what? You go up there.
I watched it for a half hour. I had to get out of that.
Crazy.
It's intense. You yell at everybody. when you're losing.
Is he yelling?
Not yelling, but you're intense.
Oh, it's like, come on, big!
I thought I was intense. You're way more intense than me when you're gambling. Holy shit.
Big!
Holy shit.
7!
Talking to yourself, talking to the dealer.
What kind of crap is that?
Talking to anyone that'll sort of make believe they're listening to you, but they're looking down at their drinks like, please don't hit me.
They were all fans at that table, which was cool.
Yeah, I know.
Like we were able to get another table where...
Where's the slick guy that had a big stack in front of him? Was he a fan too, or was he a foreigner?
Yeah, he was a fan. He just came by and
he
was
wasn't
like,
really talking much.
It was concentrating on playing.
Yeah.
It was... Yeah, it was good. And then I made it like... where the dealer had some incentive. I was like, blackjack gets you a black chip. I was like, come on, wow. So every time the card came around and I got dealt an ace, I was like, put a color on that and you get 100. You get 100. Oh, look, you lose. Sorry, you didn't get it. See, so I was being the house. Really worked out well.
That's how you justified it?
It's fun being the house, isn't it?
You're losing now, really?
Yeah, see, now you just lost.
Yeah.
I turned it all around. You see how that worked?
She left and picked up her paycheck.
Fuck that.
She was pretty. When I was there was a black girl who was your dealer. She was very hot.
Why would you let a black
was
girl
actually nice.
deal the cards to you? That's strange.
Well,
you did that in honor of MLK Day.
Yeah, I was reflecting.
Were you?
A lot of reflecting was going on yesterday. I actually watched Oprah doing a whole reflecting thing on race in the country. And
you watched Actually Oprah?
Actually Oprah. It's a new show. It's called Actually Oprah.
You feel any differently?
Have you watched the OWN network yet?
No.
They do a reality show behind the scenes at Oprah.
Really?
But they haven't shown Eric Logan yet.
I was going to say, is Elo on it? No?
They haven't showed Elo yet, so I'm starting to think he never got that job with Oprah. He just lied to everybody.
He lied? He could have.
I have a feeling he's just mixing drinks in the Caribbean somewhere, and he told everyone he was working for Oprah.
Sitting out.
I've watched 3 of the behind-the-scenes episodes. I started watching because I'm like, I want to see Elo. And now
see what he does.
Now I'm sort of hooked on it because it shows you how they put the whole fucking show together.
Yeah.
And you realize it's just like our show and every other fucking show out there. Like remember when Oprah had to do the road trip with Gail?
Yeah.
She claims she's not a lesbian, by the way. She says it right on her behind-the-scenes reality show.
Well, she certainly
and they
does.
had cameras set up so they could capture Gail and Oprah on the road, right?
Yeah.
And then the cameras, every time they turned the car off, the cameras would go off, and you would have to manually turn them back on. And they're like, oh, Jesus Christ, we can't get anything to work properly.
Oh, see, so shit's fucking up
and it's
over
Oprah.
there.
She's a billionaire.
Big organization.
And her company can't figure shit out.
Big organization.
Made me feel better about our organization.
They were showing racial moments in history as per the Oprah Winfrey Show. Mm-hmm. And they showed, because Oprah, I guess, was doing a show when the OJ verdict came through. And not live, but taping it when the verdicts came through.
Right.
So when they played it later on, they showed the reaction of her audience.
Right, I remember that.
Completely down racial lines, where black people were hooping and hollering like, well, I can't believe this. It's great. I'm glad. And then white people like, hey, excuse me, the guy killed people. And then you hear like, ooh, like the black people got mad at the white people. There was pandemonium in there. And they had that. They had the L.A. riots. Showed the L.A. riots because of the Rodney King thing, which, God, you forget how fucking out of control that was. I mean, it wasn't just a store or two burning down. The people were just getting shot and fires burning. Asians just being burnt out of Watts.
Over OJ, too.
Well, that was the
Rodney King thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then one of the white people during the OJ show said if they didn't acquit him, she goes, the blacks would have started burning L.A. down again. And that's when a lot of the people in the audience went, oh, no. And it's like, what? And the woman's standing there like, well, what happened a couple of years ago with the fucking Rodney King thing? Mm-hmm. So, but then, Oprah's there, and there was some Martin Luther King quote behind her, and everything was fine.
Well, let me tell you something about Oprah.
Yeah.
If you watch the OWN network,
yeah.
I know I sound like a complete faggot, but I'm telling you, it's not that bad. She has all white people working for her.
Yeah.
You would think someone like Oprah would have nothing but a black staff.
Oh, really?
I saw nothing but white people in all the big positions too.
Jeez, what does OWN stand for? Opie watches. Oh.
It's network.
Kid.
That's a good one.
Oh, jeez.
That's a good one.
They just did a racial poll in New York, and white New Yorkers think racial relations have gotten better, and black New Yorkers. I'm telling you this: black people are more honest when it comes to their feelings about. I'm not saying they're more right, but they're more honest about being annoyed about race or about having racial feelings. Like, you're honest. I'm honest. I think on this show we are. But most people pretend they don't have any racial feelings and they don't notice race.
Yeah.
Black people don't pretend that. They talk about it. Even when they're wrong, they talk about what they're annoyed about. Even if they're blaming somebody, whatever they're doing, at least they're addressing it.
I don't think it's more a trait or some kind of innate honesty. I think, like the N-word, they're allowed to be more honest because they won't be called out as quickly as a white person would be if they were honest.
Maybe,
That's
but
how I see
I
it.
don't think that's why they do it. I think that either way, because long before that was true, they said the same. They said it. I think it's just. I think they're more honest about race relations. They're not afraid of appearing impolite.
Do you think they're better or worse?
They're obviously they're a lot better.
I think they're a lot
They're
better.
a lot better.
Oh, they're way better.
They're a lot better.
Way better. I got to move backwards. I think Sandra in Vegas works at a casino, I do believe, and she's not happy about the stories you tell about how you deal with the dealers.
Oh, really? All righty. Let's hear.
Sandra in Vegas, what's up?
Hey, I just really wanted to quickly say anything. He doesn't have to respond, but
Yep.
Oh, I will. Just stay on the line.
Hold on. Because you're a little excited. Where do you work in Vegas, and what do you do? Just so we have a feel for this woman here.
I work in table games. I'm not going to tell you the casino. It's a very, very nice casino.
Okay. All right.
It's lovely. I've been a dealer, and now I'm a pit supervisor. But yeah,
Congratulations.
Every
Who'd you suck off for that job?
No. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna take it personally.
Yeah.
You are definitely every story I hear from, and I can't help it. I listen to you guys' show, and you guys crack me up. But every time you talk about gambling, I'm like, that's the cock that I want to punch at the table.
Good. I'm actually doing my job then, because you dealers are the cocks I want to punch when I'm sitting at the table.
Well, I understand. I'm not a dealer, and I understand that feeling. I just wanted to let you know.
Let me tell you something. I take care of all you workers. I'm a tipping machine.
Well, and that's awesome, but being cool is even better.
I'm cool. I'm not yelling at the person. I'm yelling at the cards.
Well, see, yelling at the cards is cool.
Now he yells at the person.
I yell at the person.
Sure he does.
It gets ugly.
Because some of you people get on rolls, and it's ridiculous.
I can't help but think when
21's out of your ass. You pull 21's out of your ass.
That is true.
I've only watched Anthony a couple times. I can't help but think if he didn't have so much action on the table, they would rip him up off the table and throw him on the
Take him out of here.
curb.
Use his head to open the fucking door. That would have been me.
You would be flying out of the casino head first
Of course.
if you didn't have so much action on the table.
Fancy.
They would have thrown him out the way Pesci threw Sharon Stone out of his restaurant in his stupid gold pants falling down the steps.
Be careful. Be careful.
Even if you're generous, I can guarantee that they're upstairs in their break room, motherfucking.
All right, madam, we're laughing.
All right, we're just having a little fun there.
Be careful.
Be careful.
But
You guys have a great day.
Ant fully realizes how much of a dick he is at the table.
yeah.
Especially when he's losing, because when he's winning, everyone's happy.
When I'm winning, it's a party at my table. Party!
Ann actually sat down on the steps, and he's like, I'm in a tough fucking spot here, Frankie.
Tough fucking spot, Frankie. I fucked up, Frankie.
I fucked up with this broad.
Be careful.
Did he? She was drunk driving through the neighborhood, screaming, Nikki's my sponsor.
and have my husband killed.
He couldn't have fucked a worse woman in casino. He couldn't have fucked. If he would, Julian Assange wouldn't have blabbed as fast as fucking Sharon Stone did. Put my food down.
Oh, Kenny.
That's how I talk to Kenny. Thank you.
Oh, shit, man.
There you go. Vegas Sandra. Checking in.
Made me pop your fucking eye out for Anthony fucking C.
Oh, that movie is. Oh, by the way, WikiLeaks just said they're going to now release the name of a lot of tax cheats because some fucking Swedish banker gave up a lot. And there's like some politicians, and I'm actually happy.
Wow, really?
Yeah, all these people that stick their money in Switzerland. Like, I don't care about regular citizens.
That shit would be fun to
politicians. Ooh, do I want them sunk? I don't care who they are. Why am I yelling?
Someone is absolutely going to do something bad to this gentleman.
It's hard though because he's like Hoover. J. Edgar had so much shit on everybody, people were afraid to kill him because you didn't know where the stuff was.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a food poison thing.
Yeah, it'll be like one of those, what's it called, ricin?
Yeah, a little ricin
poison.
action.
You put it on at the end of an umbrella, and you walk past someone and just go bink into their leg, and a week later they're fucking dead.
Or they're going to cut his brake lines and have him drive around a mountainside.
One of those action movie ones?
Yeah,
Grace Kelly.
He goes off the edge of the mountain?
Yeah, something's going to happen to that guy.
Yeah, I see that happening.
Someone else will do it, though. Like, if it's not Julian, it'll be his assistant. It'll be somebody, you know, there's always people in line.
Ready to rat.
And he had that 256 encrypted, digit or character encrypted file filled with a lot of shit.
Look what that ricin does to you. Wow.
Yeah, it's a, wow.
That's
right.
that
Who was
British
that?
spy guy,
Right.
He was fine, and somebody actually, I think they poked him in the leg with something. Or they put him in his food.
Why does he have the Jersey short tan, though?
Yeah, he turned orange. I think that's when his liver told him to go fuck himself.
Said, fuck you.
Ugh.
Why don't we should take a break because we're going to move into the Golden Globes, and that's going to take a lot of time. A lot of time. Ricky Gervais is a god today.
Gervais rules.
There you go, because everyone's asking our opinion. He's a god.
Yes.
And we're going to get into the whole Golden Globes controversy after the break and some other things. Oh, in honor of Martin Luther King Day, that was yesterday. And also the Huckleberry Finn thing.
Reflections?
We got a little quick scene from Pulp Fiction where you take out the nasty word. You can't have the nasty word. You can't anymore. And we replaced it with slave, just like they're going to do in Huckleberry Finn.
Oh.
So take a listen to this as we go to break.
And now for another film classic adapted for the classroom by New South Films, publishers of Huckleberry Finn. Today's film, Pulp Fiction.
This some serious gourmet shit. Me and Vincent would have been satisfied with some freeze-dried Taster's Choice, right? And he springs this serious gourmet shit on us. What flavor is this?
Knock it off, Julie. I don't need you to tell me how fucking good my coffee is, okay? I'm the one who buys it. I know how good it is. When Bonnie goes shopping, she buys shit. I buy the gourmet expensive stuff because when I drink it, I want to taste it. But you know what's on my mind right now? It ain't the coffee in my kitchen. It's the dead slave in my garage.
Oh, Jimmy, don't even worry about it.
Look at me, don't think about anything. I want to ask you a question. When you came pulling in here, did you notice a sign on the front of my house that said dead slave storage?
Jimmy, you know I ain't seen no shit.
Did you notice a sign in the front of my house that said dead slave storage?
No, I didn't.
You know why you didn't see that sign?
Why?
Because it ain't there, because storing dead slaves ain't my fucking business, that's why.
Thank you for enjoying this clearly modernized edition of Pulp Fiction. Stay tuned for more film classics adapted for the classroom by New South Films.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony on the virus. Sirius XM.
A little rough to be here today after the long weekend, huh?
Yeah.
And you throw in a little AC trip.
Yeah.
Holy ass. Man, when it's time to leave that place, you want to get out of there as soon as fucking possible.
Yeah.
Because everyone decides to leave at the exact same time.
Yep.
When did you leave? I left. I always leave gig night, like when I'm done, because of traffic.
Yesterday morning.
Oh, you're crazy. How bad was traffic?
Why am I crazy? I would rather sleep in.
Oh, and sit in traffic? Never.
No, I wasn't in traffic.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying you have to get out before the big rush.
I fell asleep the second the car pulled out of the parking lot, and I woke up pretty much when I was home.
Time machine, nice.
That's it. We were all crashed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was everyone just snoozing all the way home?
Yeah, a little snoozage. I like that. And you kind of poke your head up every so often if you do wake up. I looked around. I was like, oh, okay, Staten Island. All right. Back asleep. Fuck it.
All right, the Golden Globes. Holy shit!
Yes, did take some time out though to watch some programming like the Jets game and then the Golden Globes.
I almost didn't want to go downstairs because you had the Jets game, which I ended up watching in my room.
Yeah,
because I wanted to take the whole thing in. It's tough to watch it at a sports bar.
Yeah.
With fans, because they all want to just kind of talk and stuff. And I wanted to focus on the game.
Don't need to hear you jibber jabber.
So I decided to watch it, upstairs with a few people. We had a good time, and then then it rolls into the Golden Globes. And you're like, there's no reason to go downstairs.
Yeah,
the TV's way too good and the bed's too comfortable, and you got room service. But Ricky Gervais did exactly what we've been hoping he would do and others would do with these award shows. These award shows are a complete bore fest, and they suck each other's dicks, clits, and assholes. They just suck each other off.
Yeah, it's a big self-congratulatory clusterfuck.
So then to have a host that actually takes shots and has jokes about the whole thing, it's great. It makes you want to watch this every year. But what's going to happen, you're going to see the lamest Golden Globes next year. They're not going to have another Ricky Gervais or anyone close to him after what happened on Sunday.
The only reason I even tuned in was because I knew Ricky Gervais was hosting.
Right.
Like, I could give a fuck.
If it was,
you can read the results afterwards. What do you? I'm there for the speeches. I didn't care.
What if they said the Golden Globes hosted by Steve Carell?
I'm not watching.
Gone.
I'm not watching.
Exactly.
The only reason I watched was to see Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
And at one point he was gone for an hour.
Yeah, he was getting scolded.
You think they were scolding him for his funny comment, interesting hosting?
Well, after the monologue, I think everyone went into panic mode. And they put him in a room and said, they didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So they said, fuck this. Let him sit for an hour.
They're just babies.
They are babies.
Like, they want to lampoon everything. And they want to be able to skewer everything. But when a comedian does it as his job, they cry.
Why can't they understand it's a comedian? Making some jokes and getting people laughing and getting the viewers involved. No one was tuning out the Golden Globes after that monologue. They're like, holy shit, what else is he going to say?
Actors are fucking boring. They're boring.
Yeah.
You want to hear their speeches? Mm-hmm. I just want to thank my business manager and my publicist. I mean, we had a great team. Shut up.
They are the worst speeches.
Terrible.
Shut the hell up.
Oh, I have so many people to thank here. And I don't have a lot of time, so first of all, the director whose vision was just...
He didn't have a vision, by the way. He just got lucky. That same director you won't hear from for the next 10 years.
That's it.
He got lucky. If he had some kind of amazing vision, he would be up there every year.
It's just...
There's a lot of luck in Hollywood.
Bore fest. I was also watching, not only for Ricky Gervais, but just to see how much more important some people are than others when the guy has his finger on the get the fuck off the stage music.
Mm-hmm.
Love when they get the fuck off the stage music. And I would just love to know who that guy is, and if somebody like points at him, if it's his discretion.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's just like, all right, cut him off.
Yeah,
and it starts low.
Yeah. Not? No.
And they
goes
push the
loud
volume
really
up.
fast.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Ricky had a blog, I guess. Well, let's have Ryan say it. Ryan in Jersey. Ryan.
This is why Ricky fucking rocks. Not only did he put on his blog that no one scolded him, no one gave him a hard time, but he went into why the media are such jerk-offs for making up these stories. Because they want a more interesting story. They don't want to just hear, like, I said some funny lines and then we had some drinks at the end. They want to make it up like it was some big to-do and they gave him a hard time.
All right.
Well, I don't know, man. The president of the foreign press, whatever,
Obama,
had a few things to say about Ricky Gervais's performance.
Oh, that guy, that I hate that guy.
You saw that guy?
No, I know who he is, though.
Well.
Yeah. I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I guess Ricky's saying...
Larry Bertleby.
I guess Ricky's saying that he wasn't scolded backstage. I think that's what they do. They give him a long monologue and then try to get the show moving.
Big break.
I do believe seeing in the past the host sits for a while after the monologue and then he starts coming back out. But we got the best of Ricky Gervais. Fuck it. We got it. We got all the big moments from the Golden Globes with Ricky Gervais. He doesn't host again, right?
Probably not. Probably not.
Because he's not the type of guy they might say, could you calm it down and we'll have you back? He's not.
No.
He's not one of those guys. He's
What
not
you
going to
mean?
calm it down.
Get out.
And then he thanked God.
Get out. Get out.
Did you hear him at the end? I don't know if we got the clip where he thanks God for making him an atheist.
Yeah.
And that was just a throwaway line as the credits are rolling.
Yep.
And people are like, what the fuck did he just say?
You're reaping the rewards.
Yeah.
Chasing the Yankee dollar.
Yeah. Oi, Brent.
Oi, Brent.
You've achieved your dreams.
Your dreams.
Reaping the reward.
But nobody was saying, oi, Brent, you've achieved.
That's what we were saying.
We had the exact same conversation.
You know, I'm 30, in my 30s.
Yeah.
Like, forget all that point about the Yankee dollar and all his success. No one's ever yelling "Oi, Brent" to him ever.
Oi, Brent. Yeah, you've reached your dreams, but he hasn't.
You're reaping the rewards. No one's told him that. He hasn't done it. I love it. Oh, the music. And I would like to... fuck. I'll leave.
I guess we could do it this way, because it's got to start low.
And lastly, I just want to thank...
They used to have class.
And now it's just, fuck it.
They used to have class where they let them sort of finish and slowly build it, but now try it again. This is how it goes.
Also, the cast is just an amazing cast. If I could get through all the names of the cast... We'll be back with more.
Ricky Gervais, here we go.
Anyway, welcome. The Golden Globes is a celebration of the best in TV and movies over the last year, voted for by the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. It was a big year for 3D movies, Toy Story, Despicable Me, Tron. Seems like everything this year was three-dimensional. Except the characters in The Tourist.
That's great. Come on, that's a funny line. They were talking about how bad that movie was, how there was no chemistry between Johnny Depp.
The fact that was nominated isn't, from what I've heard, it's really embarrassing.
And
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
She got the. It's. I read one review that said it was as if both of their significant others were watching them during the scenes to make sure nothing was going on, and that's how plastic these two were together in the movie.
Yeah, they had no chemistry, you're right.
None.
The two big shots just in their big fancy trailers and their big fancy cars.
Yeah,
just a couple of big highfalutin big shots.
Highfalutin.
I feel bad about that joke. No, I'll tell you what. I'm jumping on the bandwagon because I haven't even seen The Tourist. Who has? But no, it must be good because it's nominated. So shut up, okay? And I'd like to quash this ridiculous rumour going round that the only reason The Tourist was nominated was so the Hollywood Foreign Press could hang out with Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie. That is rubbish. That is not the only reason. They also accepted bribes. Let's...
Doesn't care.
It's exactly what a comic should do. He rules.
No. All that happened was some of them were taken to see Cher in concert. How the hell is that a bribe? Really? Do you want to go and see Cher? No.
No.
Why not? Because it's not 1975.
It's perfect. And he's getting big laughs from the audience, right?
Yeah, they're groaning, too.
And it's not like...
I would love to point out the groaners. Who was groaning?
They didn't show.
I know Christian Bale loved it. He said it was right on.
And Paul Giamatti.
And Giamatti loved it. Who else loved it? I want a list of the people that loved it. Because I'll go see those their movies.
It's not like some comic that is used to being like squeaky clean and what part of the inside group got up there and started bashing people. Gervais is known for his caustic wit.
Yeah.
It's the only reason a lot of us watched, right?
And the guy is so self-deprecating, too, whenever he writes a vehicle for himself or anything. It's not like he's not doing it to himself a lot of times. People are such fags.
Yep.
Just knock it off.
Ricky talks about the Sex and the City broads. We talk about the Sex and the City broads on this show.
There were a lot of big films that didn't get nominated this year. Nothing for Sex and the City 2. No, I was sure the Golden Globe for special effects would go to the team that airbrushed that poster. Well, great job. Girls, we know how old you are. I saw one of you in an episode of Bonanza.
Oh, it's fucking funny.
Holy shit.
That show's old, get it?
Also not nominated, I Love You, Philip Morris, Jim Carrey and Ewan McGregor, two heterosexual actors pretending to be gay. So the complete opposite of some famous Scientologist, then. Probably. My lawyers helped me with the wording of that joke. They're not here. Okay.
They're not here.
Holy shit.
That could have been, either Tom Cruise or it could have been John Travolta.
I think
that's what I took from it.
It was those two, right?
Yeah.
If you were going to put some money down on that,
That's what I thought he meant. Wow. That's what everyone thought he meant. But who cares? It's a joke.
Because they don't go down that road in Hollywood. It's one of those things everyone knows, but they don't talk about it.
He's reaping the rewards.
Yeah. Oi, Brent, you've achieved your dreams. You're reaping your rewards. But the reality was they were all looking at him like, who is this asshole? Who is this blithering idiot? He's achieved nothing.
It's the best, man. Fucking best.
Should we get on with it? Our first presenter is beautiful, talented, and Jewish, apparently. Mel Gibson told me that. He's obsessed. Please welcome Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, she's fucking juicy, man.
That's what you call a
sexy broad.
It's got a little sexiness going on.
Yeah.
Duncan Goodhue.
So what do you think so far?
It's good.
Outrageous, though?
Great job.
Not too outrageous.
No, it's what he should have been doing. He's doing a great job at hosting.
I couldn't tell you what else happened at the Golden Globes.
Goofing on the fucking...
He was the
these
whole Golden
dumb,
Globes.
elite fucking assholes.
Well, let's continue with Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes.
You know our next presenter from such films as Hudson Hawk, Look Who's Talking, Mercury Rising, Colour of Night, Fifth Element, Heart's War. Please welcome Ashton Kutcher's dad, Bruce Willis.
He named all of his shitty movies, too.
Heart's War.
Heart's War. Hudson Hawk. Come on. He named all his shit movies.
That's so great.
What a prick.
Why kiss their asses?
Exactly.
Everyone knows what great movies he was in, so
These
why
people-
not have a little fun with it?
These people, all year long, there's so many award shows, they just get their asses lapped all the time.
That's all they do.
The fans lap their ass all the time. And then Gervais gets up there and tears them up a little bit for a night. And yeah.
Let's go to Lance in Minnesota. Lance.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I think you missed that Bonanza joke. It sounds like he was kind of taking a shot of one of the girls maybe looking like a horse.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a horse joke myself.
Oh, wow. You know what?
Yeah, not only an old fucking reference, but I think it was also a horse reference.
I didn't catch that.
Bonanza had a lot of horses in them.
He
show.
set it up as being like that they're old. We know how old you are. He's like one of these was in Bonanza. Could be a double-edged sword joke there, though.
It was, because he could have picked any show that didn't have horses.
True.
Yeah, I think you're right, Lance.
Yeah.
I think it was
Damn.
I think it was an old horse joke.
Yep.
And then Bruce came to the stage after that great line.
Sometimes Hollywood does provide you with outrageous fortune. Ricky.
Wow, did Bruce fucking bomb on that line?
What
huh?
did he say?
Ricky.
I just missed that. I was reading
Sometimes
Pacino's
Hollywood does provide you with outrageous fortune.
Wait,
Ricky.
Jimmy missed it.
But he mumbled his lines.
Here it is.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he fucking blew it.
Sometimes Hollywood does provide you with outrageous fortune. Ricky.
didn't deliver that well. I hate award show banter.
That was a humana. That was
He
that was
tripped
someone
over it the way I would trip over a line in a scene with him.
That was someone trying to go off the cue cards there, huh?
No,
Yeah.
that might have been a red line. They're always bad. They're great actors, and they're terrible at reading cue cards.
Christian Bale, thank God for comedians, he said, adding that he had no problems with Gervais's zingers. I'm hoping he's going to keep going further.
I'm hoping he's going to keep going further, and I'll be across the street at the Pantages. Ah.
Al Pacino, I heard he was funny, but there was somebody taller in front of me I couldn't see. Somebody got to put me on their knee like a puppet.
I was cringing, hoping he wouldn't make a shoe joke.
Or wigs.
His hair was high. Oh, my
was.
God.
A little too high. Read Al Pacino's quote there, as Al.
He's, Anthony.
I don't care. You could do it. He's a comic, so he's going for it. He's letting it go. The only thing he could really get to is his own wit. He has to censor himself. I'm sure he plans some of it. The jokes really fly. You don't know what he's going to say.
Yeah.
What the hell is Al talking about?
So Al was a big fan.
Sticking up for him.
Also, Jim Parsons from The Big Bang Theory. These guys should get credit for liking Ricky Gervais. And Heather Morris from that Glee show thought it was funny as hell.
Funny as hell.
Here's more Ricky Gervais, the best of Ricky Gervais from the Golden Globes.
Next up, Eva Longoria has the daunting task of introducing the president of the Hollywood Foreign Press. That's nothing. I just had to help him off the toilet and pop his teeth in. It was messy. Please welcome Eva Longoria.
That's the main guy he's going after.
Good, yes.
God bless him.
Great.
And then the main guy hit the stage, and this is what he had to say.
Thank you, Eva. And Ricky, next time you want me to help you qualify your movies, go to another guy. As I look out at this amazing array of
And he
talent,
wasn't going for a joke. That,
Funny comeback.
No, he wasn't.
You
going for
old
a joke.
asshole. I didn't say that.
He wasn't. He wasn't happy with that.
Of course not. He sounded like a cadaver.
Oh, you want me to qualify one of your movies, Jimmy?
Is that what you're going to qualify?
Who
White Chicks
knows?
Incorporated? Fucking.
Oh, this is the Robert Downey Jr. thing.
Oh, no. I hope he didn't poke fun at.
He poked fun at Robert, and Robert Downey Jr. responded.
What the entertainment shows have made a living talking about in seriousness.
Right.
It's okay.
I love this next presenter. He's so cool. He's the star of Iron Man, Two Girls and a Guy, Wonder Boys. Sorry, these porn films. What? Kiss, Kiss, Bang, Bang. Bowfinger. Really? Yeah. Up the Academy. Come on. He has done all those films, but many of you in this room probably know him best from such facilities as the Betty Ford Clinic and Los Angeles County Jail. Please welcome Robert Downey Jr.
Now, he should be able to take that.
Of course he should. Of course he
Why not?
should.
He should be able to take that.
He didn't mind playing a drug addict who was blowing people. Like, why can't you be made fun of when you... Come on.
Aside from the fact that it's been hugely mean-spirited with mildly sinister undertones, I'd say the vibe of the show is pretty good so far, wouldn't you?
He was sort of trying to do both there.
Yeah,
right?
that was okay.
He's trying to do both.
Don't be a baby, hugely mean-spirited. These pampered jizz buckets, they're so used to publicists just lapping their balls and coddling them. Oh, they're fucking awful.
Lapping their balls.
But that's what they're used to.
Yeah.
A publicist who just do nothing but slave over them.
And protect them from anything like this.
Any of them can't take a good beating.
No.
They're fucking boring. So why am I obsessed with them? I don't know. Because I'm a faggot, too.
The best of Ricky Gervais. Steve Carell and Tina Fey. He intros here.
Ooh. What am I
Our
laughing
next
at?
presenters are two of the funniest people in America. She stole the show on Saturday Night Live, then went on to create, write and star in her own show, 30 Rock. He was a jobbing actor, career not going that well if I'm being totally honest, who got his big break when I cast him in a remake of a show that I created called The Office. He's now leaving that show and killing a cash cow for both of us. Please welcome the wonderful Tina Fey and the ungrateful Steve Carell.
That's very funny.
Killing a cash cow.
And the ungrateful Steve Carell.
I love it. Never gets old.
He can't improv. Whatever. He's the fucking worst. I don't know why I hate him so much.
Not a big fan.
Not a fan of Carell. First couple seasons of The Office, he was really good. I liked it. And I loved him on The Daily Show.
Yeah. Well, that's where he made his bones. That's where he made his bones.
Did you see Date Night?
Yeah. Guess we could just end the conversation right there.
You know what? You're right. And finally, one more from Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes.
What can I say about our next two presenters? The first is an actor, producer, writer and director whose movies have grossed over $3.5 billion at the box office. He's won 2 Academy Awards and 3 Golden Globes for his powerful and varied performances, starring in such films as Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Castaway, Apollo 13 and Saving Private Ryan. The other is Tim Allen.
The comedian, Tim Allen?
Yeah, that's funny. Come on.
Well, you know, like many of you, we recall back when Ricky Gervais was a slightly chubby but very kind comedian.
Yeah. Neither of which is he now.
I have nothing. Tim Allen's supposed to be a funny guy. That's all you got after that beating you took? Jesus.
I think you did very well.
Who?
Ricky Gervais.
Oh, he did wonderful.
I would have had to have comebacks.
Oh, yeah?
I would have slammed them good.
Oh, Chip would have fucking nailed him.
I would have went right out there. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah, look at you over there. You can't even say words because you're from another country.
Speak English or something.
Yeah, what are you doing? You're talking with a bunch of little losers.
Whatever that is.
Chef just gets mean when he's flustered. Yeah, I hope your family dies.
So, you're not going to see Ricky next year.
No, I don't think so.
That's a guarantee. Maybe another award show will pick him up, though, and said, fuck that.
20 million people watch.
Edgy award show, yeah. And
now,
like I said,
now that he's getting all the publicity, maybe another award show says, fuck that.
Well, the
we'll
Oscars has a good couple of people. It's going to be a good Oscars this year.
Who's the host?
There's 2 of them. They're
2.
splitting the duties. Anne Hathaway. And who's the actor? It's a guy and a gal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Franco.
James Franco?
James Franco.
From Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
And
Well, he's in all
Anne
the
Hathaway.
Are you sure that's who it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Steve Martin?
No, he's a great Oscar host, actually, because he's kind of caustic and a prick.
He was all right.
He was funny. I mean, compared to...
I can't watch Steve Martin in anything now.
I like when he's doing
I have to go
snarky stand-up.
I really have to go back and watch, like, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, things like that, to laugh at Steve Martin. Like, if I see him now doing anything, I just, ugh. Stop it.
It's going to be a good Oscars this year.
Oh, hamburger.
Hey, man, you make fun, but he's one of the greats to follow on Twitter.
Is he?
Steve Martin? Oh, my God. Have you seen his Twitter?
I can tell you, not nary a one.
I've read some of them. Some of them were actually funny, but I didn't.
Oh, my God. He's unbelievable. Twitter was made for Steve Martin, I'm telling you. Read a few of these. Let me see. What's his...
Let's see.
According to the new Zodiac sign dates, I'm now a kitten.
Okay. Well, he does. Like kittens.
We're trying to find one that would be even good either way.
Let me see.
I guess he's vacationing.
I paid a lot of money to go on vacation on a private jet, but it has a pilot.
I do like the one, enter your email address and get a free track from the upcoming Rare Bird Alert. I don't know what that means, but it's kind of funny.
You gotta know what it means.
No, but I mean, like, it's just a bizarre, weird thing. Oh, it's his new album.
Yes.
Oh, it's funny. Okay, it's funny. It's just
It's
silly.
just a plug, Jimmy.
It's a plug.
Let me go to Cassius in Brooklyn. Cassius.
Hello, guys.
What's up, buddy? Been a while.
Yeah. I just gotta wholeheartedly agree with you. Like that, Steve Carell, he's just so fucking boring. It's always with that stupid little boy's haircut of his, and the face is so hard to look at. The giant nose, and it's just never funny. It's just horrible.
Yeah, I don't know why Hollywood loves this guy so much. He's made about 20 movies in the last 4 years.
Yeah, and it seems like it's always.
What was the best Steve Carell movie, would you say? I couldn't even. What was the best Steve Carell movie? He was in 40-Year-Old Virgin, right?
40-Year-Old Virgin.
He was all right.
Probably because, but now looking
But the
back,
count of him was amazing.
But like, and it was
you didn't
also
know you didn't know a lot of those guys yet. And you were like, wow, these guys are funny, man.
It was also well before he was as overexposed as he got.
You think there's an
It just got-
overexposure thing happening to him?
Yeah, after that, he
Let me
was
see
all
his-
over the place.
Let me see his movies. Let's try to be fair with this. I want to find
Now,
one movie.
There's no sense in trying to be fair because he's just always the same character, like the same like corporate boob bore, like.
Well, yeah, he completely ruined the Bruce Almighty franchise, whatever it was.
Oh, and then Get Smart.
Oh, he was the Get Smart guy.
Get Smart.
Anchorman, was he good in Anchorman?
Yeah, I guess I'd have to.
Was he?
Give it up for him a bit there, yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember if he was good in that. The 40-Year-Old Virgin Aunt was saying what?
Yeah, it was good, but you'd have to put yourself back in time to watch it.
Okay.
Because now that you know kind of what he does. And
I like that little independent film, Little Miss Sunshine. He played a more serious role in that.
Yeah.
He was good in
I
that.
think he was good in that.
I never saw a 4-Year-Old Virgin.
Ensemble.
Wait, there was a Bruce Almighty, and then he did Evan Almighty?
Oh, yeah, it was a sequel.
Oh, my fucking Lord.
Bruce Almighty was Jim Carrey. Am I correct?
Oh, and he was in Bruce
guess he was
Almighty.
in it.
Oh, I forgot that he was even in that. Oh, okay, and then he took over the lead role in Evan Almighty. Okay, gotcha. Dan in Real Life. Horton Hears a Who, that's just a voice. Get Smart. Date Night was horrendous. Despicable Me, that's just another voice movie. Dinner for Schmucks, I was fucking pissed by that movie because they kept it PC and safe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Not funny.
There's not one movie
Not funny.
there that I watched because he was in it.
No.
Yeah, and even the rare moments where he has been good in movies, he's ruined everyone's memory because it's just the same. Casted to the same thing over and over. Like, he's just ruined.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was a fan for the first couple of years of
Yeah,
the
I
English
was in.
Office because I was a huge fan of the British Office. But then that got kind of.
I was in.
I haven't watched the Office in years at this point.
No, there's no reason
I
to.
bailed a long time ago.
I do still watch it, I admit, but it's not because I think it's a good show and it's a favorite of mine. I just have to see how far removed can it get from what it's supposed to be.
Right.
And
yeah.
it's so far towards the other way. And every time I watch a new episode, I'm like, well, that's it. They can't go.
How many years have they done?
It's been shit for 3 seasons.
But
at
how
least,
many years
4
have they
seasons.
done The Office? Because Ricky Gervais, the original was 12 episodes.
12,
Yeah.
12 great episodes
He should
and
have
one
done
season finale.
2005 to 2011.
6 years. That's it.
Yeah.
Seems like it's been on longer.
Because I found like
Like
the American Office kind of switched focus. I felt like the English Office, sure, you had Brent in there, he's a great character, but it was really more about the relationship between Dawn and Tim. And then when you get to the American Office, it was like, well, that could happen too, but it's more about the retard boss being crazy.
And he did start just becoming a retard and not just the goofy, awkward guy.
Yeah, because Gervais was great because he was the boss who just made things awkward, and it was just he was a real person, and everybody could relate to that. I can't relate to any of Steve Carell's
Steve Carell
Michael
turned
Scott.
into a retard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is he still where he'd be fired thousands of times over?
Yeah.
Is he still awkward, though? Cool.
A little bit.
Cool.
I like that awkwardness. You're like, wow, this poor guy doesn't know how to talk.
Yeah, thank you, Cassius. Let's go to Dave in Alberta. Dave.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey,
What's up, Dave?
What's going on, you guys? Oh, not much. No, I'm just sitting on the toilet here taking a crap. Are you actually discussing this bullshit?
What's that?
Oh, no, I asked if you were discussing this.
The Golden Globes? Or, yeah, why?
Golden Globe Award.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you?
Because it was a big award that was on TV, and they're writing about it in the press, and we like Ricky Gervais, and we like the fact that he slammed a lot of people there.
Your phone sucks.
Hopefully you're falling down your own toilet right now.
Yeah, what do you want us to talk about the day after?
Yeah.
It's a big deal, this Ricky Gervais thing.
If this was your show, what would you
Yeah, what would you? We talked about our weekends. What would you like us to talk about?
Dave, you got to call back when you got a better phone. We'll take your call, but your
We
phone
can't
sucks.
hear your phone is terrible.
Of course we're talking about Ricky Gervais, because we talk about this all the time, how it's so soft out there in general, and then you finally get a guy that's willing to go for it.
Put it out there.
And now there's problems.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue talking about the Golden Globes because Robert De Niro had such an amazing fucking speech, man.
The magic.
The magic that is Robert De Niro. One of our great actors of all time.
Yeah. You want a Cecil B. DeMille, or is it Cecil?
Cecil.
Cecil B. DeMille Award? Is that what they gave him?
Is that what it was?
For what? Being at least a decade in between good movies. I love De Niro, but Jesus, Bob.
Oh, God.
It's been a string of duds.
Are you allowed to call him Bob?
Yes.
I don't know if you're up to that point in your
Call
career.
him Bobby. The worst part of that
Jimmy's
whole
career's
thing
taken
was
off,
that-
but he's not at that stage where he could call him Bob.
I made him laugh. That's all that matters.
When?
I heard him when he saw me do stand-up at the Cellar.
Oh.
You heard the laugh?
It threw me. My next joke, I fucked up because I was doing my set. I knew he was in the room.
Was it the Cape Fear laugh?
It was, how was the Pumpkins laugh? It was the one night my flip cam didn't work, that piece of... Yeah. It was more that. It was that type. It was like that. But it was like a Rupert Pumpkin laugh, and it threw me.
But there's also the Cape Fear laugh. You just kind of blew by
No, I know.
that line.
But it was
That's
the...
really maniacal.
That was more of a twisted laugh.
No, it was more the Pumpkin.
The worst thing was they showed so many clips from his great movies. Like they're showing all of his great movies when he was younger and just doing magnificent movies. And then he gets up there and it's just, that's the Meet the Fockers guy.
Why are you doing it? Meet the fuckers.
Fuckers, whatever. Fuckers, dipshits, lousy movies.
Well, here's De Niro. This was an amazing moment. Really, just terrific.
I know it won't be long before Matt Damon is up here receiving his own Cecil B. DeMille Award. And it will be my honor to present it to him if I'm still alive. So, and I plan to be around for a long time, hopefully.
We got it, Bob. We got it.
So I want to thank the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, but don't wait down. They skipped ahead with my... Thank you for this extraordinary honor. I was very, very moved and gratified when you made the announcement 2 months ago, well before you had a chance to review Little Fockers. Yeah.
My name is Rupert Pumpkin.
I saw those. It's okay. We all have our jobs to do.
The reviews weren't good for the Little Fuckers.
I don't think so.
People are seeing that movie, though. They're enjoying the hell out of it.
Give you my spot.
Thank you for your tireless work in promoting our industry all over the world. Thank you.
He wasn't even getting applause.
And the important thing is that we are all in this together. The filmmakers who make the movies and the Hollywood Foreign Press Association members who in turn pose for pictures with the movie stars.
Bring it over here.
And I'm sorry more members of the foreign press aren't with us tonight, but many of them were deported right before the show.
Smooth delivery. Can we hear that
waiters.
line again, please? This is the guy that delivered, give me a stage where this bull here can rage. In a choppy way that was perfect. Like he was really just a fucking a schlubby ex-boxer.
Right.
And he was a brilliant. This is the guy that butchered, if he's a degenerate, when he was being Jake telling Joe. And it was the best purposeful trip I think has ever been filmed.
But here he is really trying to speak.
This is him telling a joke.
And I'm sorry more members of the foreign press aren't with us tonight, but many of them were deported right before the show.
Well, they were deported.
Deported.
I like the little noise he made right before. Deported. I love him, but he should just never talk.
No.
We do it deported.
Deported right before the show.
Because he was going to say before, but he realized the cadence and taste. He meant to say before the show, but it's right before the show.
Right before the show.
Along with most of the waiters.
What are they groaning for?
Because waiters are usually foreign.
For the rest of you, I hope your papers are in order because Homeland Security will be checking them just as soon as they're through with the full body scans of Megan Fox.
Megan Fox has grown into a beautiful woman.
Kind of went a little long with that. That subject, huh?
It's
and there was not. It was just. It had no bite.
There's nothing to it, right? There's no bite. There's no rhythm to it. There's no timing to it. It's just.
There's nothing memorable about it.
No.
It's just drivel.
Oh.
I want to thank Dick Clark Productions for that impressive film tribute. It's going to be hard to pull off false modesty after that. Thank you. Raging Bull, Goodfellas, Godfather 2, Awakenings. You know, Awakenings was one of my favorite movies. Great performance by Robin Williams.
Gives a shit.
I just completely forgot that I was in it. But there were a lot of my movies missing from the presentation. There would have to be when you condense a 4-decade career into 3 minutes. I look at it and think, right.
How about They say Christ?
Yeah, I think so.
But we all know that's not the story. There were other films, though, lots of them, and I kind of wish they'd been included, too. I think you would have enjoyed seeing a few seconds of Stanley and Iris. Everybody's Fine, Frankenstein, Marvin's Room, Stone. Some of you would be seeing them for the first time. Most of you would be seeing them for the first time.
You should have said that first.
You didn't even watch the screeners, did you?
He should have just said most of you would be seeing them for the first time.
Be more funny. This is going great.
He's brutal.
Did you see that jerk?
You could have seen Stanley and Iris. But my irises need glasses. Or something. Chip De Niro. You know, my mother's a saint on earth or something. Most of you would have seen him for the first time or something.
One more from Robert De Niro. The energy is being sucked out of this room.
Oh, God bless his heart.
Thanks to De Niro.
Now, Ricky Gervais, here's how I imagine the evening starting. The band strikes up the music, and you introduce me.
It's okay. Along with this award, I'm announcing a DVD box set of all my work, so that if you've missed, say, Jackknife the first time round, you'll be able to catch up. And I'll be selling them in the lobby right after I post for some more pictures with the remaining members of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. These movies, all of them, are like my children, except that my children are more expensive and you can't remake them in 3D to push up the grosses. You do the best you can with your children. You do the best you can making movies. At a certain point, you just have to let both of them go and hope for the best. It's up to the audiences to decide if it's entertainment, the critics to decide if it's good, and ultimately posterity to decide if it's art. And for the children, you just hope the movies do well enough so you can keep them in private schools. Thank you for this. Thank you very much.
Good. All right, so he's not an off-the-cuff type of guy.
No.
Not an off-the-cuff type of guy. If you said, what's your name, you'd have to pull his license out. I have to take some pose for some pictures with the foreign move the card press. How do you remember lines? You know, posterity to determine if it's Art Carney.
Art Carney.
Oof. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Uncomfortable, huh?
Damn.
Let me say hi to Randy in Illinois. Randy.
Hey, brother.
Hey, buddy.
Fucking De Niro, and I don't know the other guy from Meet the Fockers was on Letterman. It's pretty awkward, dude. De Niro wasn't talking to Letterman for some reason.
Oh, it's Dustin Hoffman? You mean the other guy?
I heard Dustin Hoffman.
I heard it was awful. Maybe we can find a clip of that. We don't have to play the whole thing, but maybe a couple clips.
Yeah, like very awkward.
It's more visual, but...
Was it? Yeah, we'll take a look.
Yeah, I guess it'll work.
I did hear it was bad.
All right, boys, see you.
I would do a good interview with De Niro. I'd like to have De Niro in a room for 15 minutes. I would do a really good interview. Yes.
What would you do?
Just talk to him.
What would you do differently?
Think he would be open to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all you can do is talk about his movies. But I would ask him.
He doesn't seem to want to talk about anything.
Exactly.
When you see him on talk shows, he just doesn't want to talk about it.
What do you do in a scene if the other guy is struggling? Ask him to say, that was a good question for Stacy Keach. You know, just, hope he gets it.
You wait until, he gets the part.
Director tells him.
Yeah.
So how long before you do a role do you actually decide how you're going to do lines?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you make that decision before, or is it true that I've heard that you don't make that decision until basically right before it's time to shoot so you don't get caught in bad habits? I just, I don't know. Both.
It is just so bad, man.
Do you think people have the same perception of your work now that they had 20 years ago? I mean, you haven't won an Oscar in a while, but, I mean, you've taken on different kind of roles. I mean, do you think people's perception is different? I don't know. You just make a movie and hope that people have eyes.
And kids in private school.
See it.
Can't. Kevin from Connecticut. Kevin.
Good morning, guys.
Terrible.
Hey.
That speech was enraging bullshit.
What's that?
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yes, you did.
Damn it. Blew it. Shit.
Enraging bullshit.
That was really bad.
All right.
He's just not a good speech maker.
No.
He's, it's weird that he does speaking engagements, and I don't know why. Who would hire him? I mean, to hang with De Niro, but...
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They don't care what's coming out of his yap.
Yeah, they're not even listening to the whole time. They're like, holy shit, that's De Niro.
Ugh. It's like, but he'll do like a 3-night engagement. He probably gets a fucking $1 million.
What does he talk about? We should find out.
I don't know. I know this weekend he's going to be in Austin, Texas at the Cap City Comedy Club.
Jesus Christ.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If you want to see Bob De Niro not... CapCityComedy.com. January 20th to the 22nd. Good one, huh?
Good one.
A good one.
Cap City. That means everybody should wear caps to the city. Austin. Well, the powers that be will tell me if Austin is there.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Break time. We were going to work yesterday. We decided not to, whatever. So we were going to play these clips yesterday.
Yeah.
For Martin Luther King Day.
Yes.
Getting rid of the dirty word in movies, just like they're doing in Huckleberry Finn there.
Oh, the horrible offense of the N-word.
We did a Pulp Fiction scene earlier. Now we go to True Romance now.
Oh.
Yes.
I think I know what scene this
Instead
could
of
be.
the bad word, we replaced it with slave because that's what they're doing with the Huckleberry Finn book, right?
Of course.
So check this out.
And now for another film classic adapted for the classroom by New South Films, publishers of Huckleberry Finn. Today's film, True Romance.
You're Sicilian, huh? Sicilian. You know, I read a lot, especially about things, about history. I find that shit fascinating. Here's a fact. I don't know whether you know or not. Sicilians were spawned by
slaves.
Come again? No, it's a fact. Yeah. You see, Sicilians have
slave
blood pumping through their hearts. And no, if you don't believe me, you can look it up. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago, you see, the Moors conquered Sicily. And the Moors are
slaves.
See, way back then, Sicilians were like wops from northern Italy. They all had blonde hair and blue eyes. But, well, then the Moors moved in there and, well, they changed the whole country. They did so much fucking with Sicilian women, huh? That they changed the whole bloodline forever. That's why blonde hair and blue eyes became black hair and dark skin. You know, it's absolutely amazing to me to think that to this day, hundreds of years later, that Sicilians still carry that slave gene. Now this, I'm quoting history. It's written. It's a fact. It's written.
I love this guy.
Your ancestors are
slaves.
Hey. Yeah. And your great grandmother fucked a
slave.
Oh, yeah. And she had a half slave kid. Now, if that's a fact, tell me, am I lying? 'Cause you're part eggplant.
Thanks for enjoying this clearly modernized edition of True Romance. Stay tuned for more film classics adapted for the classroom by New South Films.
The Virus. Sirius XM. Opie and Anthony. The Opie and Anthony Show. Damn it. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show on The Virus. Sirius XM.
So there's Gifford's broad.
Yeah, huh?
She's the miracle lady, huh?
Shot in the head.
Shot in the head, and now they're starting to say that she's going to be released within days or weeks.
That is quite amazing.
And over the weekend, we learned that she actually gave her husband a back massage for 10 minutes.
What the fuck?
She's got the worst headache imaginable, and she's fucking rubbing her husband's back.
Maybe the husband could have said, like, it's all right. Yeah,
maybe the husband could have said, yeah, we played a game of Scrabble. Because now you look like an asshole. She's in bed with this head wound, and she's giving you a massage.
It's like, honey,
she's
I'm really stressed out.
Yeah.
Maybe my muscles are a little tight. You want to help me out here?
Yeah, I was hanging with Obama, and it's very stressful being with the President of the United States. Mind rubbing this out? Weird.
Yeah, I think...
I want to know what her injury is going to be in the end. I'm just going to look a little funny.
I don't know. It's fucked up.
But most people would take that contract, right?
Head wounds are really fucked up.
But it looks like there's not much of a head wound going on. The bullet hit just right.
Yeah.
It had to mess up something.
You would think. That's a lot of shit for a bullet to go through. And who the hell knows?
Where did it go in?
Like, went in, what they say? The front, over the eye or something.
That's the...
came out the back.
Okay.
And, but it just kind of hit the top part of the brain. And all the important stuff's inside. Fucking
So what, just scrape the brain kind of? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like kind of,
Is there a layer we're allowed to lose? Kind of like your layer of skin on your arm or something?
I guess.
They give you a little bit in the brain?
Yeah, they give you a little buffer.
You can skim off the top a little bit.
Yeah. You can take a little off the top.
Fucking bullet tore through her head, and all of a sudden she's playing bocce ball a week later.
Everything's fine.
Jesus.
She's giving her husband a back rub.
I like him.
Why would you allow that out there, though? Just say she did anything but that, but took care of you.
Say she blew you. That'd be even a better story.
Right.
Jesus.
So we got that going on.
Yeah.
Also, Zsa Zsa Gabor does not have a right leg anymore.
Oh, boy.
For the old timers, Zsa Zsa Gabor has one leg now.
She doesn't know it either.
That's what her husband's saying. I guess the gangrene got the leg.
How'd she get gangrene in the hospital?
Jets? Oh.
Well, they shipped the leg off to Rex Ryan. He's going to enjoy that one.
He's just going to play with the foot on the end of it.
He's going to lick him, and then he's going to eat the foot. Accomplishing 2 of his fucking fetishes.
How did she get gangrene though?
She probably had no circulation going on down there.
Yeah.
It could be clean and everything, but if you don't have any blood going down there, oxygenating the tissue, then your leg falls off. I'm thinking that's probably what happened.
Unbelievable.
My professional diagnoses as a radio personality.
They made a good observation. Was the Miss America pageant down in AC while we were there?
Isn't that where it is all the time?
Where do they have it? What casino? One of the Trump Marino or the other one? Is there other ones down there?
Tangiers?
Tangiers. 17-year-old wins.
It says hi. Hate that chick.
She's the best.
We had a 17-year-old win that.
Yeah, I was all psyched and excited when I saw the email about all the subject matter. And it said 17-year-old wins Miss America. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me click on that and check her out. And I clicked and checked her out. And she looks like just any other one of these Miss Americas that are anywhere. They look like anywhere between 28 and 33. They don't look their age. Yeah, she looks... She doesn't look 17.
She should look 17.
Yes. That's what I was saying.
But it's all fake shit on them.
Yeah, and they don't gussy them up to look like
you ever see
younger. They make them look like they're in their older than they are.
You ever see these pageant women?
Up close and personal?
Yeah, they all just suck.
Yeah, we've had a couple in on the show.
They're all too perfect.
Yeah, they're too...
Gotta throw a little mud
They're too generic is what it is.
Right.
I want a little personality. You know, give me something, some of the big smoky eyes or something. But they put their makeup on the same. They just look. She's got the big dumb blonde hair thing, and she looks like some corn-fed bitch from fucking wherever.
Oh well,
she's pretty though.
That looks a little better. All right, look, another picture just came up.
Woo.
Another picture, all the better to come across, my dear.
She's a giant forehead.
Yeah, that's a little big.
Well, she kind of puts her hair in front of it. Looks okay. That picture didn't look bad with her dumb crown on her head. That looks silly.
Yeah. That's the crown they put on Kong when they were displaying him. Their big fucking skull.
No, I'm feeling that.
Nah, she's just there. No big deal.
I'd rather watch Little Miss Perfect.
Oh, she's a pretty girl, man.
Toddlers and tiaras.
You think she's pretty?
Yes.
You can't say she's not.
Yeah,
she's
all right. Very pretty.
Yeah, but not Miss America pretty.
She got that whole look.
She's all right pretty. Just all right. What else? Wow, for the hockey fans, holy shit, Mark Messier's 50 today. Holy shit. Are you kidding me?
Wow. That went fast.
And Kevin Costner's only 56? That seems a little low. Is he padding?
Does it?
Is he in padding mode with his age? He's been around forever.
55? Wow.
Oh. Thank you, yes.
Born in 55?
We had Stacy Keach in on Friday, and
yes,
he cut some amazing stuff for the radio show.
I heard some of that.
If you missed the intro today, make sure you check it out on the replay. Brand new intro, voiced by Stacy Keach. That's pretty impressive.
That is.
And we got a couple more things he voiced. You want to hear them?
Sure do.
Wait, is this first one in the opener? I think it is, right? We just isolated it? No. Oh, why isn't it in the opener? That should be in the opener. I think we should add it.
For your machines.
Ah. Stacy Keach also did this for us.
Out of nowhere, a Nagel appears. The show swerves to avoid it, but there's no hope. The Nagel is just too big and has made too many mistakes. The
hosts scramble to get a hold of the situation.
See, we can play that when he messes up.
Stacy Keach is the shit.
God, effortless. Effortless with his delivery.
Fuck that golden-voiced asshole loser fucking
just say it.
Deadbeat dad.
Ted
yeah,
Williams,
believe me.
Yeah, he's done already.
He's so done.
What's the latest on him? Did he go into his...
No one cares.
Did he go into the rehab?
He's back with a sign on the side of the road.
Just a matter of time, my friend.
Yes.
A matter of time. Which means we'll have him on our show.
Oh, yeah, that's when we'll get him.
We'll have him on our show by March, when no one gives a shit.
Can he play creep?
Fucking Mustard moved to Minnesota.
Why is Mustard there?
Well, this guy's
Mustard.
This guy's in contact with me on Twitter, but call the show because it's supposedly he got kicked out of his joint.
Really?
Or he had to leave because his time was up, and I guess real record people are now involved. And he decides, well, I got to go to Minnesota. Why is he in Minnesota?
Yeah.
He put in all this work, and now he goes to Minnesota in the middle of winter.
And that where Prince is, right?
So if the guy could call, it would be a good update on Mustard. I can't just read your tweets. That's boring after a while. Stacy Keach also did this line for our show.
All of a sudden, someone from management appears and offers no support for the radio program. They just seem to try and be justifying their jobs. But that doesn't stop this radio show.
I just want him to talk all day long.
I know.
I just want him to do lines for the show all day long.
Fantastic voice.
The Nagel one's exceptional.
A Nagel.
Second one's good, too.
Oh, look at that. Apple's down like 15.5.
I told you.
Bucks pre-market.
I told you.
What's the share now? It's 800?
No, 333.
Steve Jobs, what do you think with the medical leave?
Hey, I wish him all the best. Good luck, bro, as they say. It doesn't look
This
good.
is a checkout situation, right?
It doesn't look good. But the thing is, with Apple, it's dragging down like everything in the NASDAQ. With Apple, though, Apple's not a one-guy company. It's not a one-man company where he was the guy that sits there and they all sit in a meeting and go, okay, Steve, please tell us what to do next with the iPhone.
Tell the stockholders because they're thinking the opposite.
Well, they freak
They're
out.
thinking, holy shit, I got to get my money out of Apple today.
Dragging down my NVIDIA stock, you son of a bitch.
Dragging down everything.
It's dragging down everything.
When was the last time he made a public appearance, this Steve Jobs? It's been a while now.
It was one of the, I think one of the updates, right? Was it the?
I think it was like a month after the iPhone came out when he had to address all the antenna problems.
Was that it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a while ago, huh?
Or maybe he was
I think
at,
he came out talking about when they upgraded it for multitasking and shit.
Yeah. No, that was before that.
Oh, that was before that?
Yeah.
Oh. They have the antenna
couple
problems.
Huh?
I think the antenna problems.
Maybe.
It's been a couple months.
He's had like a type of pancreatic cancer for a while.
No one survives, and he did.
Did he have the bad one?
It's a weird type. No, it's a different
He said it was
type.
a rare form or something.
Yeah.
But in general, you get a pimple on your pancreas, you're dead within a year.
He's on.
You can't fuck
what they
with the
call borrowed
pancreas.
time. But wow, that's.
What are the organs you can't fuck with? You can even fuck with the heart.
Yeah, the
But
pancreas.
The pancreas,
is one of those,
though, man.
oh boy.
The
liver you can fuck with a little bit.
Yeah,
The
you can fuck
kidney.
that.
No, what's a
The
lymph nodes? No, there's one that's really bad too. Maybe it is the pancreas. I'm thinking of.
The pancreas is a bad one. You don't come back from that pancreatic cancer usually.
You're like 55 too. That sucks.
Yeah. Speaking of 50, Wayne Gretzky's gonna be 50 in a couple weeks.
Well, they all fucking.
Holy shit!
Going at the same time.
Oh my god.
Mage.
So there you go.
Steve Jobs taking a total of 3 leaves from Apple: 2004, 2009, 2011.
The 2011 is a rough one though.
They're a little. Yeah.
Doesn't feel good.
But it's not like the old days. I mean, Apple is going to run it. It's going to run.
Down $15.65.
That's a biggie.
That's a buying opportunity then, if
unless
we were to believe what you're saying.
Unless he
They're a little
dies,
nervous.
then it goes down even lower. But yeah, I don't know. Might be a good buy opportunity.
This is exactly what BlackBerry has been waiting for.
Oh, is that it?
That's right, man.
BlackBerry, my
RIM is going to make a comeback.
Yeah.
Watch out.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a a pre-market blip, and throughout the day, something will happen.
Wow, look at that stock.
333 though.
Look at that fucking thing just went up from. So back in 2001, you could have got a nice little deal on the Apple, huh?
Few bucks.
You would be retiring right now.
Just cost you a few bucks.
Couple bucks. You're all talking about it on Squawk Blocks. They're squawking.
Squawk, squawk,
squawk.
What is this guy's face? Looks like his head is being pushed together by like an invisible compressor. What shitty eyes!
It really is horrendous.
What? Look at his glasses.
Yeah, those
Who
are
is he?
Awful glasses.
He is the worst.
I'm sure he knows a lot about finance.
Yeah, of course.
The world
he does.
of high finance. Yeah, it's dragging down what they call the whole sector.
How does that work, dude? I don't understand it.
It has to do with
things.
Your institutional trading.
I don't know what that means.
You know, it's like people that have a shitload of stocks, like mutual funds in a sector, and then they sell it off because of Apple, but the other parts of the sector get sold off also. You can't sell off a piece of a fund. You know.
Do they have Apple in mutual funds?
So yeah, let's say there's Apple's in there, and then there's a bunch of other tech stocks in there. You sell it off, and you're selling off all those other ones too, because you're getting rid of Apple.
Why don't they just sell Apple and nothing else?
Because it's a packaged fund.
Who decides what goes into a mutual fund package?
A mutual fund manager. And they put it together, and it's supposed to keep you from it's supposed to diversify it so that if one stock takes a big hit, the other ones don't. But
do you buy packages from people? Like, you buy your package?
Yeah, you buy, it's a fund. It's a mutual fund. You look in your prospectus and you see what's in there, what's in the fund. And, there are certain tech funds, and there are other funds that just take up different sectors. More diversified.
I don't know what any of that means.
It's just a bunch of shit. It's like the casino. you put your money in and hope to take money out later.
Someone's saying that Jobs isn't just a figurehead there. He approves and denies everything that is Apple.
Well, I'm not saying a figurehead. Yeah, he's doing a job, but he's not the guy in the labs coming up with all the new shit. Right. Is he approving and denying shit? Sure, he's the boss.
Well, because they're probably coming up with some shitty stuff in the labs, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's smart enough to go, well, no, I got the vision. We don't need that.
That isn't it. But look at Microsoft. I mean, fucking, that's been running fine. And
Microsoft.
And what's his name ain't even fucking part of it anymore.
Exactly. When was the last time you heard about Microsoft?
What's his name?
Bill Gates.
What's his face?
They're working on a new pancreatic app.
No, but it's true. Bill Gates, hasn't been in charge over there. He's been just pretty much the figurehead.
He's just pretty much.
And it works. They keep putting shit out.
Really?
Literally.
Like what?
Operating systems and operating systems, phones that no one wants.
They put
some kind of tablet.
What's worse than a Windows operating system on a phone? Oh, they are shit.
Yeah, it really is bad. Just doesn't work.
I had my experience with that one time when the Motorola Q first came out. It was
the Q.
It was like the beginning of smartphones and everything. And that operating system was so buggy and laggy that I ended up eventually snapping my phone in half over my knee. It was just enough. I couldn't take it.
I told you I bought one, and I literally think before I got home, I had thrown it out the window.
You were like, fuck
I was on one of my no
fast.
sleep modes. Yeah, it was so bad. It was just wouldn't start up. No, maybe I brought it back. I didn't throw it. I brought it back. It was a nightmare.
I don't mind Windows 7. I don't like it like...
Is it better than Windows Professional? XP?
No, XP was always good as far as Windows goes. Vista was just a complete fucking waste.
A bomb.
Tank. So now Windows 7 isn't that bad. It's pretty good.
What's good about it? Like, does it still... Vista just looked shitty.
Yeah, Vista looks shitty. They were trying so hard to fucking do make it like an Apple, make it like a Mac OS, and they just failed miserably.
Dunk.
It was so buggy. It
Dunk.
sucked. Dunk. I hate the fact that you still can't just sometimes get out of a fucking program with Windows. Why do I have to sit here and watch that stupid spinny thing go round and round and round?
Force quit on Apple is amazing.
Force quit rocks. Love it. How often do you ever have to press the power button on to shut the whole fucking thing down because it's frozen. You constantly have to do that on a Windows. Ugh. Hate it.
What?
I do. Just yapping computers. Computers. We were watching some old school VH1 Classic over the weekend. Fucking, I think Danny at one point just said, like, was I ever into metal, or I'm officially not into metal anymore?
Because I listen to metal for a long time, and then what happens is that you've been listening to metal for a long time. Exactly. And then you look at some of this shit, and I mean, that's beyond the stuff I like. Kind of stuff,
yeah.
But even still, you look at it, and it almost makes you not want to ever tell people that you like to listen to metal because it's just like it's so
the videos were so lame, right?
Dude, the video.
Well, the funny thing is, a lot of people are like, what happened to the videos on MTV? And then you look back and realize there's no reason to have videos.
You're right, they're terrible.
It was just a thing.
Everything was
passing
like
fad.
I was watching so much shit, just going, I don't even get what they're trying to do here. There's something dressed like a monster, and it's in gauzy things, and the director's filming it through dripping water. And, Hearing Aid was the best. The late
Dio.
Ronnie James Dio.
What is this about?
But this was their We Are the World. Look at all these guys. It's all the metal guys of the time.
Getting together
to do a
Hearing Aid.
Hearing Aid, It
Who's
was
that guy?
Hearing Aid. I think that was what's his name from Journey?
What
a great voice.
Dio.
It sounds great.
Halford. They all sound the same too.
That damn Dio could belt out a tune.
Yeah, Dio ruled. Kevin DeBrow.
Oh, he's also dead.
He's dead.
DeBrow is?
Yes, drug overdose. Cocaine.
Yep. Here's the big chorus where they all got together. Hey, you.
We're stars?
They all look in pain. Eric Bloom from Blue Oyster Cult.
Paul Shortino
from Rough Cut.
Never heard of him.
Jeff Tate from Queensryche looks like an ass.
Yeah. Steve Carlisi.
Don Dockett. They all do sound alike.
Well, I bet. What about a band called Dockin' Now? Yeah, sing it.
Stars. Oh, that's an awful video.
And honestly, this one's not even that bad. It's just the only thing I could remember. I don't remember what some of the other videos were.
Really bad.
Ozzy wasn't in this?
No, they didn't have the Spinal Tap guys.
Spinal Tap guys.
Wow, this is horrid.
It is so utterly bad.
Craig Goldie from Goofria. Who the fuck are they? Eddie Ojeda from Twisted. All right, Twisted.
The clusterfuck guitar solos. Yeah. The hair is just
What year was
completely
this, you
beyond
think?
reason.
86?
That's
88?
about right. Somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere
Vivian
in
Campbell from Dio.
So right.
there. Yeah.
Brad Gillis. Oh,
From
he
Night
ruined Ozzy.
Ranger.
He played way after Randy died.
Did he?
Yeah, after Bernie.
There's also a great point made. I think the wording was something like, how come no one was ever young in an 80s band? Like, 80s bands, they were always 35 years old all the time.
Neil Scahn from Journey.
Sean.
Whatever.
Whatever. Exactly.
There's no shape to his biceps. George Lynch with the cut-off shirt.
Oh, yeah, and the bleached hair. And
Yeah, he kind of looked like Randy Rhoads, but not as good. Oh, the intense facials. I love the intense facials.
It's just these.
How much money did this charity raise?
Way.
$287?
Yeah, really.
Who the fuck gave to this?
Got to sell the single. They sold a single of it, I think. Remember a single? The cassette
my
singles.
God, yes.
Yeah, it's put out on a single.
They were shit.
It was could jam up in my machine is what that fucking thing did. Never had enough weight on the wheels.
It's a long solo, man.
It's endless.
Of course it is.
Got to give all the guitar
Self-serving
gods
crap.
their shot.
Yes. Oh, and then there's
a lot.
drums,
There's way too much to go.
No, Carlos Cavazo from Quiet Riot.
Of course.
All right with this. No one enjoys this. It's too long.
Come on.
Where's Eddie Van Halen?
They rule.
Where's Iommi?
They weren't invited.
These are only the hair bands.
Yeah, these are real hair bands. All right, with the guitars.
Where's fucking anybody from Metallica? Where's anyone from Motley Crue? Oh, the Blue Oyster Cult.
More cowbell.
But like, this is my point. Like, let's say you don't listen to metal, and I'm talking to you. I'm like, oh, so what do you listen to? And I'm like, oh, you know, I listen to a lot of metal. And then like, you're flipping through VH1 Classics, and you see this.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, I get it.
So I think I'm just gonna say I like rock. All kinds of rock
just
music.
like rock.
We're magic in the night. That's not a good line.
No, there's Shadow They Are Light also.
Terrible
Forever,
lyrics.
You and I.
That guy was wearing his marble gloves, so you don't get marble hand.
Oh, Vinny, Frank.
Oh, and now the big.
Now they
drum
show
thing.
photos from the drummers.
Yeah.
Oof. Pink Shack. Oh, is that Blackie Lawless?
I think it is.
From
looking like an ass.
From Wasp.
The Nuge.
Was that the Nuge?
That was the Nuge.
A lot of these guys were almost bald with perms.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Almost bald with perms.
There's nothing worse
Try to fill it in.
than an almost bald guy with a perm.
And it was great with the backlighting on the stage. You could see right through a foot of their hair.
You try to fill it in with circles.
Who's that, Rosie? There's some ugly motherfuckers.
There was Rosie in the big fucking supergroup. Hey,
Wow.
I don't even know. But
Hearing aid.
Maybe we could go here. Sean in Philly writes, one of the worst metal videos, Candlemass doing Bewitched. Did we do that
What?
one? That sounds very familiar. Can we give it a shot? I don't know. We'll give it a shot.
That was an awful.
VH1 Classic's not bad, though, in general, no?
But they're playing, you know what? They play a lot of metal. They play a lot
Brings
of
you back a little
80s
bit.
and stuff. Yeah.
The
But they-
videos themselves, no, but it's kind of cool to see. Oh, yeah, I remember that video.
Yeah.
Carrying a coffin.
What the hell is this crap? They were all trying to win, like, Video of the Year back then.
So they dressed in black.
He's got the Slash hat on and the cigarettes. What a ripoff.
And they're carrying the coffin.
Yeah, but one guy's got
Right.
like hair with he's got like a hat like Slash. He's got a cigarette. He's trying so hard.
Yeah.
They're doing that walkie walk, that
The pallbearer walk.
Is that it?
Yeah, how long is this?
Really? What the fuck?
We got it. There's a grave.
This video was done in someone's backyard.
They're all wearing hats. Messiah.
Marcolin?
Because this is garbage.
Now they're on stage. There's smoke. There's 4 fans jumping.
Yeah. You can't even see the band. There's so much smoke.
Yeah.
It looks like it was
It's like Spinal Tap shit.
Cheers in Babylon. Yeah. We're rocking.
They're all melodramatically looking down in the grave.
Yes.
They should all hop in.
I want to hear the voice, then we can move on.
Probably an instrumental.
Now they're panning back over the fucking 4 faces. Once again, looking into the coffin.
Uh-oh, the coffin's bucking and
Smoke's
smoking.
coming out of it.
Lid pops
no.
up. All right, can you pause for a
Pause
second?
that. Oh my
That did not just happen. That did not just happen.
Ew.
See, it was the lead singer in the coffin the whole time.
And he
And
just...
the lid pops up just in time for his vocal.
And his fat ass comes out of it
With
with
a-
his big
With his
perm.
horrible
Yes.
perm.
His
He has-
I'm going bald perm.
He has a fucking...
And a smoke machine at the graveyard.
He has a fucking... He's fat with a balding perm. He's horrid. Please rewind that a little.
I want to see him come out because I didn't think he could come out of a
This
coffin
guy
that thin.
rules.
This wasn't disappointing. Thank you, whoever suggested this. he could barely fit
in it is what happened.
He has the cross and a cape.
You got to squeeze out of the coffin.
His mouth is opening too wide for the words.
Big fat head.
Got one of those metal crosses on.
But he's making a fist when he sings.
He's very into this. He needs conditioner.
Yeah.
How's the voice?
Like Lee Harvey Oswald to apply it.
Voice isn't bad as far as metal goes.
It's average. His outfit is awful.
Yeah, what's he wearing?
A monk belt?
It's a monk, a monk belt. He looks like someone you'd see at a Ren fair. Oh, my God.
It's Eddie Trunk. This is classic metal. He looks like Eddie.
He's not in shape.
No.
He's got a beer belly. Lead singers usually don't have the beer belly.
Well, I mean, what's the alternative for him? He's going to put on some spandex? This is probably the smartest outfit choice.
The monk outfit.
It's covering up some shit.
His corny movements and metal arms in the air.
Metal arms.
There's Kevin Bacon playing guitar. Who's that?
Compared to some of the shit I saw on VH1 Classic, this isn't even that bad.
He has hair like Tony Montana's sister.
I wish someone would solve his dilemma the same way.
So do I. Oh, do you want to fuck me in my coffin, Tony?
Oh, who's the chick?
I don't know. She has the mysterious, hood.
Yeah. She's just horrified because the singer's now singing right at her face.
And he's singing to her. Oh!
This guy stinks on ice.
Oh, my, it's Juan Epstein.
He looks... He's fat.
He kind of looks like John C. Reilly.
The hot girl in the cape is running away.
Look, he looks like John C. Reilly with a fucking metal wig. Oh, the chick.
Oh, she's scared.
Oh, boy, she's running in the snow. You gotta run in the snow.
Bad.
You're a metal band.
Is he terrible?
She's bewitched, by the way.
It's a 7-minute and 35-second video.
Holy shit.
All right, we'll bail.
It's epic. Dude, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
It really is good. I watched the whole thing later.
What year was that, Danny? Candle? What are they called?
That's all 80s shit.
Candle Mass.
I'm going to go 87 on that.
He puts the ass in Candle Mass.
Let me say hi to Ryan in Indiana. Ryan?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
I discovered something yesterday on YouTube that is outstanding. Somebody took the
Evolution of Dance?
Van Halen.
The what?
They took Room with the Devil by Van Halen, and they just isolated the vocals, took away all the music. It is outstanding.
So it's just David Lee Roth's vocals?
How do we find this?
Yeah.
We've played that before.
I'm not sure.
Have we? Let's play it again. I don't remember playing
I don't remember that either.
I don't remember it.
I definitely recall that.
Yeah?
Is it on YouTube? Easy find?
Probably.
Because we made that observation so long ago that David Lee Roth just talked his way through every song. Right, he never really sang.
Helen stinks. Dance the night away.
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
How about we don't? How about we don't dance the night away?
You guys will remember this, I think.
All right. I honestly...
Oh! Oh, yes!
I don't remember this, Danny.
I don't either.
Just
yeah.
That's funny.
I live my life like there's no tomorrow, and all I've got I had to steal. Least I don't need to beg or borrow. Yes, I'm living at a pace that kills. Ooh, yeah.
It's not bad.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's funny, the screams, but...
You isolate anyone, they sound like jerks.
Yeah.
Sounds silly.
It's actually not bad, though.
I'll tell you all about it. I found the simple life ain't so simple. When I jumped out on that road.
This is the actual tracks from the album?
No love you.
It sounds exactly like...
Ain't got nobody waiting at home.
This is definitely studio. This isn't live.
Yeah.
God damn it, baby, no, I ain't lying to you. I'm only gonna tell you one time.
That's funny.
I love it.
Yes, I am.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fine. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. You put the music behind it, it's fucking
Yeah.
Van
I
Halen.
think what we did with it was we took. I mean, obviously him singing is fine, but we would
just that.
Can you isolate? We're back. That was a good one.
Than ever. Yeah, they put that little. That was someone's great idea.
I hate that sound.
Shit, man.
You know, I found the simple life once so simple. No, when I jumped out on that road,
Yeah, that's the track.
got no love you'd call real. Got nobody waiting at home.
Damn.
Yeah, it's the other.
Oh God!
vocal.
Oh God! I'm running! Oh
Wow.
yeah!
Really?
Run on one more time.
Oh, okay.
We're so
That's not
predictable. Travis wrote that we played this exactly 2 years ago today. Why would we bring this up today?
Wow.
Woo!
I wonder how we.
Ah, God.
I'd love to hear how we handled this 2 years ago.
We're looking at it right now.
That's probably exactly.
Did E-Rock make a mistake?
What?
What? Hold on.
Yeah, E-Rock was supposed to have it.
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean? E-Rock? Hold on, let me.
Oh, E-Rock.
That's
Hold
just
on,
not
what?
even.
Out of nowhere, a Nagel appears. The show swerves to avoid it, but there's no hope. The Nagel is just too big and has made too many mistakes. The hosts scramble to get a hold of the situation.
Stacy Keach rules.
That's great.
A Nagel.
I hope he becomes a friend of the show. He's in New York for a while. He should come by again. A Nagel appears.
We also noticed they were cutting out the little faggot with the earring and the makeup. The little faggot. Yeah, that's his own hair.
Money for Nothing. Dire Straits. Who was he singing about? Was it Boy George?
I have no idea.
Because he was making fun of MTV in general.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And
was it a Boy George thing?
I'm not sure.
Well,
all I know is they played it this weekend on VH1 Classics, and they didn't just bleep out faggot or anything. They cut that entire verse out.
So we're going to make believe that word never existed, I guess.
Yeah.
Just like the N-word and a few
Yes.
others have made that short list for now.
But I heard about Canada when they did that to
They
the song
banned
in
the song.
Canada, but they're cutting it out in
something that already happened.
Yeah, and we all remember it if you're going to watch VH1 Classic.
And I don't think anyone had a problem with Money for Nothing for the last 25 years. I really don't remember any outrage over that song, but out of nowhere they decided, well, let's do the right thing and get rid of that word.
One complaint. I heard they got a complaint.
One.
And in Canada, like, we're very bad with sex here, and we're very PC here. The CBC, though, is even worse.
Really?
They're worse than the FCC because it's not just profanity. It's words that people might find offensive. And it's not a self-policing. Like, you couldn't get in trouble from the FCC by saying faggot or even nigger, I don't think. I think the advertisers would give you shit and your management might, but the FCC wouldn't get involved. But in Canada, if you said nigger or faggot, the government gets involved.
Yeah, which is amazing to me.
Which is just, I mean, I like Canada, but their broadcast system sucks.
Yeah.
It's fucking
unbelievable.
Completely sanitized.
They're not under our little constitution there. Do they have a freedom of speech?
No.
I guess
I mean,
not.
I don't know.
Well,
But they have the
who knows?
human rights stuff, and which they really don't deal with human.
We
They're the ones.
do right.
That's the same country that where the comedian got in trouble for insulting the woman.
Oh, God. Hold on a minute.
Oh, it's 3 years ago.
3 years ago, we did this exact David Lee Roth bit.
Oh, okay.
Kevin in Houston. Kevin.
Hey, good morning, boys. I just wanted to let everybody know, January 20th through 22nd, Jim Norton at Cap City Comedy Club.
Attaboy.
On Saturday at the 8 p.m. show.
Oh, good. Thank you.
80s on 8 has been playing the edited version of that song for as long as I've had XM.
Yeah, 80s on 8 though is like they're milk toast. They don't put anything bad in there.
Yeah, but it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Believe me, it's stupid.
It's kind of dumb. I mean, because no one ever had a problem with the song. Why are you addressing problems that aren't there? You know what I mean?
I know.
Heard that song a million times. Never even thought twice of.
I never
of
knew
the
that was a
usage
lyric.
of the word.
Yeah,
Can we
that
hear
was
it?
a lyric.
We have it, E-Rock? Who sings this?
There it is.
Oh.
Dire Straits. Yeah. That's all.
It's a good song.
Cut the whole line out.
Isn't he making fun of the people that use the word in that lyric in a way?
Yeah,
You're like, oh, look at that faggot, and he's basically saying, well, that faggot has his own jet airplane.
Yeah, I think he is actually saying.
I think he's actually
mocking people. You're right.
He's mocking people that use the word.
If you watch the video, it's the computer animation, which
Oh
was
my God.
in its
Awesome.
infancy.
Square people.
It's like square people, and it was the big fat guy that didn't understand anything.
Right.
Like he's looking at the MTV, and he's like, look at that. Like he doesn't understand it.
That was the first time I listened how that word was used,
Right.
and he's actually mocking people that say, look at that faggot.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Ridiculous.
Well, he's actually sticking up for the faggot. Faggot.
Look how I remember how cutting edge that was.
The
They're like,
square-
and
the
by
square
the
person.
way, this is Martha Quinn. Let me tell you, this was all done on a supercomputer.
Did she say that? Like, wow.
Yeah, like it was really like look at the polygons.
This is terrible.
Do you listen to the old MTV DJs?
Occasionally on.
What we got Martha Quinn sounding exactly the same as she did when we were growing up. Alan Hunter, but I think he calls himself Al now. Al Hunter.
Oh, is he Al Hunter? Okay, Al.
He sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, they all do.
Nope. Oh, okay.
I know exactly.
Sorry. Nina Blackwood, throat cancer.
Yeah, that's pretty
She
bad.
sounds horrible, but the other two sound great.
Yeah.
And Mark Goodman sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
And then what? What's his name is no longer with us,
J.J.
right?
Jackson's
we lost,
dead.
We lost to J.J.
J.J. Jackson's
J.J.
dead.
Can I read this that Travis just handed us? It's
Sure.
The complaint in Canada, a terrific system you got up there, Canada. The complaint in Canada came from a single person in the Atlantic province of Newfoundland. A woman identifying herself. A woman identifying herself as a member of the LGBT community. It's funny how people who don't like labels, lesbian, gay, trans, bisexual, transgender, whatever the fuck. In her complaint about faggot to the Broadcast Council, the unidentified, of course, listener wrote, the word carries an unavoidable connotation of hate. By airing it unapologetically on the radio, this station is indirectly propagating hate. Although I can see the value in timeless classic rock songs in its original form, I cannot help but feel that it does not overshadow the importance of ending discrimination.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's a very, very nice way of saying that you should be able to say what you want, but since you're saying something I don't like, here's my reason. The council agreed. Like other racially driven words in the English language, faggot is one that, even if entirely or marginally accepted in the early days, is no longer so. It ruled. The panel finds that it has fallen into the category of unacceptable designations on the basis of race, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, age, gender, sexual orientation, marital status, or physical or mental disability.
Are you shitting me?
There's your shit freedom of speech for the CBC in Canada. Let me read that list again. The panel finds that it has fallen into the category of unacceptable designations on the basis of race, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, age, gender, sexual orientation, marital status, or physical or mental disabilities. That's 11 things. Those pussies.
Doesn't that cover everything in every song, like, could fall into that category?
Will not let you make disparaging remarks about on the radio. What pussies?
What kind of comedy do they have up there?
What fucking
you take all those
soft
out,
thinking.
you don't have comedy.
Wow, is that soft?
Not only is it soft thinking, if you really listen closely, he's fucking sticking up for the word faggot, basically.
No longer acceptable, I guess, to make fun. Because the panel, what fucking...
The panel has decided
That's
what
like-
you should hear. That's great.
I love when Canadians criticize the U.S. And look, again, I
Yeah.
really do love Canada. But this one part of your government...
Why would you love Canada?
Because I performed up there enough times, and the crowds are actually good.
So what? So if the people enjoy it, then that's... well,
But
I guess that's why it's Canada.
This segment of their government,
But
though...
we're heading that way.
Yeah,
We're heading that way slowly but surely.
Yeah, we'll be right with you, Canada.
The
Don't worry.
panel
Give us another
finds-
10 years. This will we'll be talking about this as far as the FCC goes. Yep.
Boy, talk about people needing other people to think for them. I just don't understand that. What people just love to be victims, and they love to be part of a protected group.
Well,
wow.
The underscore Kirby on Twitter writes, the song's lyrics are written from the point of view of a working class man watching music videos and commenting on what he sees.
Right.
And then Mark Knopfler is saying, well, that little faggot has his own jet airplane. Sticking up for that person.
It's like it's showing the ignorance of the fat computer guy, not the fact that,
Right.
by God, look, a faggot's got his own jet airplane.
Right, really making fun of ignorance in general.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I hear Dire Straits changed the song when they performed that song in concert. Why are they changing it?
I'm being corrected, by
What
the
did
way,
they
on
say?
Twitter.
The little white guy, the little white male who can just get shit on ad nauseum.
Hold on, Johnny Everlove on Twitter has corrected me. Maybe I'm wrong. He said the song is not banned in Canada, and the CBC is a station, not a governing body. I meant that was my misspeaking. I meant to say the CRTC. He said it's banned by the CBSC, not the CRTC, which means the song can still be played on stations regulated by the CRTC, and it has been. Okay, but who has banned the song?
Yeah, who banned it then?
So this is a story.
It went to the council.
I think an actual radio station, but they don't have a lot of radio stations up there, right?
The Broadcast Council.
Broadcast Council.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not okay, my mistake. It's not a government body. It's made up of about 760 radio and TV stations across Canada. It's an example of a private industry regulating itself. You know what? I was wrong. It's exactly what the radio stations here do. Where the stations don't have a body like that, but they will go, you can't say this, you can't, the way they were policing us. So I was, my apologies.
Okay, faggot, what's next?
I was wrong. I didn't know that. So it's being banned the same way radio stations told us don't do Asian accents.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what that is. Okay, my fault.
Well, Eric in Miami
Still
writes.
stinks.
Eric in Miami writes, okay, then we'll just stick to cocksucker. Hey, you might have to do something with that song after the show, Danny.
All right.
Maybe we should, we gotta be PC. It's a new world. So if you could take that song and maybe, put another phrase in there, I would appreciate it. Because faggot's not good anymore.
Okay.
we could probably come up with some better ways to do that song.
Yeah, sure.
I got a few that come to mind. Right.
I guess we could do a few different versions,
That's
see
what-
what works best.
Well, it's a big story, so we really should clean that song up for everybody, keep everyone happy. Classic VH1, though. I go there every once in a while.
Yeah, I was checking it out. That was after we were just laughing at fucking infomercials, which is there is an infomercial for a penis pump.
Yeah,
and it's a full half-hour infomercial for a Postivac.
Postivac?
The Postivac. And it's the dumbest commercial. It's an infomercial, and what you do is you get a dick pump. Here it is.
sexual performance with Postivac, the medically
It's
approved
just sitting out.
therapy system that's 95% effective.
It's on the end table.
Yeah, it's on the end table. Look at this creep.
What is he doing?
Hold on, tickling her ass underneath the tire swing.
He's laying.
Is that foreplay?
Yes.
That's
foreplay.
Tucked in shirt. He's laying in the grass, and his fucking awful wife is in a tire swing above him, and he's turning her around.
And he's groping her. It's not even a sexy thing or a loving thing. He's just poking her and touching her in various places as she spins above him on a tire swing. And he lays there with his fucking non-rod that he's got to pump up like a fucking basketball.
He's got like a step-on pump. Like he's
shuka.
It makes the air noise like the tires.
I'm almost there, honey. No, let me check the pressure. Yeah, I'm at 32 pounds off. Stupid. But yeah, that's and it's got a rubber ring on the bottom of it. And what you're supposed to do is pump your cock up, and then you slide the ring down onto the base of your dick, and it holds the blood in your dick. And they say it's good and it's safe to have it on there for like a half hour while you're fucking. Mm-hmm. How many times have you been fucking, and then you just kind of like pass out, fall asleep, or whatever? Like, you could wake up with your dick fucking just black.
My answer would be...
Lucky you, then.
Never?
You've never just fucked and then you roll over and just go like, fall asleep.
Are you done, though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you fucking...
Dude, I've fallen asleep while I was getting my dick sucked. I was so tired, you zoned out.
I was so insulted, too.
Yeah, I know. But it was the story you were telling while you did it. You know, normally I don't do this, but since you...
I loved the show.
Yeah, it was your way of thanking me for the good tickets.
It's fantastic.
What else does this infomercial do? You know,
it's got couples, and they're talking about how great it is that they're using this pump, and they're getting a sexual satisfaction that they haven't gotten in years. And these women look beaten. They're just sitting there as the men talk about how they got to pump their cock up, and then they have the president of the company, some eerie, creepy-looking old guy that, he was just like, dude, I can't get a rod. I got to pump up my dick. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. This will lead to something else that somebody sent me on Twitter, but go ahead.
Yeah, look.
I should have shut up.
Black guy.
Is that a fake goatee on that black guy?
He's got to use it 3 times in 3 different sections. It looks like a balloon animal when he's done with it. He's sliding rings on it. Look, it's a giraffe.
Gets the Macy Day parade.
Loch Ness Monster. Yeah. Look at this guy comes up behind her like, hi, hey, I'm going to pump my cock up. Come upstairs in 10 minutes. Vacuum therapy, they call it. Vacuum therapy.
When is this on? Late night?
Yeah, and it's covered by major insurance companies because that's what you want to do.
Oh, good.
Hi, HealthNet? Yeah, could you pay for my penis pump?
Great.
Hello?
My therapy's not covered, but I could get a penis pump.
You got a dick pump if you need it.
Thanks.
I know you don't give it a try, you're crazy.
Mike Ditka needs it, huh?
Look at this ghoul.
Stephen King.
There's no upper lip, this guy.
That's what Danny said.
He's got the thinnest upper lip ever.
Stephen King.
Oh, look, Stacy Keach. All right.
This 1-800 number after this commercial. Why take the best part of life out of your life when you can have life with Postivac?
Say life again.
And life. Brings her a big bouquet of flowers.
Yes. And they wilt like his dick. They're playing with the dog, who usually gets his dick hard by licking peanut butter off it.
Yeah, they make a little one for doggies. His little red dick is inside a suction pump.
Yeah, because he keeps thinking of cats and his dick won't stay hard. They're all laughing at him. I love he has Postivac on the end table.
It's
That's
there
the
with
best.
lube and a case. It comes with a carrying case. What, just in case you got to take it to work?
Yeah.
What are you doing with it?
You want to get stopped at the airport with your Postivac? My Postivac fell and broke. Do you have a regular vacuum cleaner, madam? My erection is wilting. Where's my Postivac batteries?
Batteries.
I need to pump my genitals up.
It really is. Oh. Postivac. Vacuum therapy
From
system.
the innovator in non-surgical impotence management. Vacuum therapy by Postivac.
Pastivac Boss 2000.
The Boss
Today's most
2000.
efficient battery-operated vacuum.
This has
therapy
84,000 views, so this is.
If you're interested in the option of a manual vacuum pump, please contact our office and ask about the MVP 700 system or video.
Of course he can't get it
Didn't
up.
want anything
here's
permanent.
testimonial.
No more surgery or medicine, and this is entirely natural.
He looks like a
And,
burn victim.
He does.
It's not something that's there all the time. It's helped me, and it's helped our marriage.
The problem of erectile dysfunction affects over 30 million men in the United States alone. That's about 5 out of every 10 men, or 1/2 of all men over 60.
Oh, look at the
that are no longer
broad.
able to
Exactly.
achieve
Yeah,
suitable
Why isn't
exactly.
anyone saying
She looks like Mrs. Doubtfire.
She
does.
To return to active and satisfying sex
Look at
lives.
you want that hand around your
Definitely
dick?
has brought romance back. Yeah, we're a lot closer.
Nice dress, whore.
I noticed that we touched.
It looks like
you
Mrs.
know.
Doubtfire. This is
Yeah.
I'll
a
hold his
joke,
hand.
right?
It's Laura Bush.
You're right.
Yeah.
Not Laura.
Oh, God.
The mother.
It just brings you close together, and it's
Yeah, it's a
hard to
vacuum.
explain.
Yes.
It's a complete
Really sucks you together.
feeling.
Because it's hard to explain.
You look down, he's got his granddaughter on his
The
lap.
non-surgical treatment of ED, known as vacuum therapy. Vacuum therapy is a safe and
Someone's
effective
saying it sounds like
mechanical
Dr.
means
Steve.
of helping a man
Yeah.
produce erection
They're
for
supposed
male
to
for
do.
sexual intercourse.
All the blood.
It
stops
does not
rushing.
require medication, injections, or surgery,
No injections
and is
or
effective in
surgery.
treating ED due to many different causes.
Ed?
This treatment
Ugly
has
wife?
become the most popular non-invasive solution to the problem of ED.
Brett Favre could have used
Let's
this
look
before
at
the
how
photos.
vacuum therapy works.
Pump that head up. Oh, let's see how it
A
works.
plastic cylinder is first placed over the penis and against the body. A vacuum is then created which draws blood into the penis.
Oh, I want to get
This
this.
increased blood flow causes the enlargement and rigidity necessary for satisfying sexual intercourse. In most patients,
I want to
an
just
erection is
fucking
produced
try
in
it
1
now.
to 2 minutes.
Can we get one for the
A
show?
soft gel
Pause this for a
ring is then
second. It-
placed
what
on
it
the
does-
base of the
we
penis.
We gotta get one.
It just basically stretches your dick out. It's like if you took your dick and you nailed it to the table and then backed up. That's what it does to your dick. That's what you want. A thin, long, fucking rubber banded off dick. It's like an atrophied finger.
It's a sausage link.
If you need a tourniquet to have sex,
Yeah.
just fucking call it quits.
Looks like a Civil War veteran.
Kill yourself.
All right, there's too many of these coming in, so let's go to Josh in Pittsburgh. Fuck your Steelers, Josh. What do you got?
Hey there, Josh.
Hey, guys. Hey, Jimmy made perhaps the funniest comment I've heard all morning, and no one caught it.
Well, you guys did, though. That's all that matters.
So, I don't know if you, just to refresh you, someone, I think it was Anthony said, you wake up or you wake up afterward and your dick's black, and Jimmy said something like, we could only be so lucky.
Oh, yes.
See, that's funny. You guys obviously caught it.
Lost over that. I thought it was hilarious.
Thank you,
Good
man.
one,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Too many calls coming in for that, so we want to acknowledge that. All right. Fuck. We're not going to pick up on everything, as long as you're laughing out there.
I missed it.
You want to go back to the
let's hear,
Boss
I wanna see
2000?
what this does now.
In order to maintain the erection, and the vacuum cylinder is then removed.
Oh, the rubber ring.
The support ring will maintain an erection until it's removed and may safely be left in place for up to 30 minutes.
Ow.
Ooh, that looks awful.
Dr. Troy Burns is the medical director of the Diagnostic Center for Men in Olathe,
Look at this
Kansas.
fucking guy.
A specialist in the area of male
Bill
sexual
Gates.
dysfunction. He has been
Look at the old guy.
prescribing
Pause.
vacuum
Please, could we just look at the old guy?
for several years.
And
Just complaining.
I want a hot on, Tony.
But his backstory, this guy, obviously a fucking World War II vet.
Probably been
now
through
he's in
the
a
shit.
doctor's office hoping to get his dick hard again.
Fuck some French broad for a pair of nylons.
Right.
Back in the day, got a rod just fucking smelling her armpit. Great.
He's Mel the cop telling fucking Pacino he wants 2 first-class tickets to England.
Yeah,
Telling this
like Mel.
Ghoul doctor. Look at his awful gut. Guy, they all wear awful shirts in these commercials. They're always tucked in with their man tits showing. Jesus, how about a long flannel? All right, good.
It just made me sad. My dad had a lot of those shirts.
Did he?
They're still hanging up in his closet. We still
Jesus.
haven't taken away his clothes.
Why? Give them the people. People can wear them. Like,
went through his stuff the other day. Like, what the fuck? Why is it still hanging up? All right, sorry about that. I just had a moment.
I hope you didn't find a
Sorry
posty
about
vac.
that. No posty vacs.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I don't even know why I
Terrible.
brought that up. But he's dressed like my dad.
It's important to understand that impotence is often a symptom of an underlying physical problem.
Like
and is usually
your
not
wife's
primarily
face.
psychological.
Yeah.
Occasionally, the physical cause
Troy
may
Burns.
be serious.
Dr. Burns.
That's why it's important for men who have ongoing problems with impotence to be evaluated by a physician.
Oh, common causes.
The most common causes of impotence are
Pause, can we
diabetes
guess?
mellitus and atherosclerosis.
No! No one knows what atherosclerosis is.
What is that?
Diabetes mellitus?
Diabetes.
What is atherosclerosis?
I can't get a hard on. If you can, don't start feeling sorry for yourself. Go to Liberty Medical for your penis pump.
I think the number one reason is your wife is fat. The number two reason, your wife's neck is droopy. Number three, your wife's pussy smells. Number four, your wife has onion breath. Number five, your wife had a breast removed. Correction, that's numbers 1 through 5. The rest are 6 down. Number 8, your wife has piles.
Piles?
Your wife's asshole puckers.
Oh, shit.
It's all about that. Your wife has gingivitis. That's all it is.
Atherosclerosis. Oh, hardening of the arteries.
Oh, just not the right ones.
So you plaque buildup in your dick vein. Yeah.
Atherosclerosis.
Hardening of the arteries. Other causes of impotence are hormonal abnormalities.
What?
Which may affect a man's testosterone level.
Oh, boy, you're
alcohol or other drug use.
Yes.
Well, that
certain
gets you laid.
prescription medications.
Saltpeter.
Multiple sclerosis.
Jesus,
I'd hate to have
Peyronie's disease.
What's that?
Peyronie's.
Some pelvic surgery.
Love that with a little marinara.
And
Mom used to make Peyronie's. Oh, that my gabagool.
Once the cause.
The frozen food section, stuffed with potatoes and onions, fantastic.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Your problem.
This guy has an enraging plant in his office. The whole fucking scene is shot and his plant is behind him, and I hate it. I hope it attacks him like in fucking The Evil Dead. I hope that... I hope that tree holds him down and shoves a branch into his colon. Rapes him.
In my medical practice, the vast majority of couples who try vacuum therapy are very pleased with the results.
Very pleased.
It's helped our marriage. It's
Oh.
made us a lot closer.
His wife's... Look at this lady's glasses.
Oh, God.
So she has clear toboggans on her face.
That's fucking
They're
amazing.
terrible glasses. Hey, googly eyes. Maybe that's why his dick won't stay hard.
Because of her googly
Of
eyes?
course. There's 2 giant fucking insect eyes on his wife's face. Who could stay hard with her?
Postivac is pleased to offer you and your partner
A self-inflicted gunshot wound. Postivac comes with cyanide and a noose. Yes. Postivac comes with a mask to put over your wife's face of someone hotter, like anyone, and a butt plug. Jesus.
What is that thing?
And buy one, get one free in case you're a Moh who can't get one up. You and your partner can Postivac each other.
Postivac until you're docked.
Yes, and then sin in God's eyes.
There is no discomfort or pain. There are no undesirable side effects.
Just pause
Maybe
it.
make one like one of those Chinese finger traps, so you can,
You can
dig
dock
on
with
both
each
ends.
other.
Yes.
A docky vac.
You turn it off when you fucking...
As described in the Boss 2000 User's Manual.
User's Manual.
That's what you need.
Stick cock in. Hit on. Kill self.
Adapter bushings. A set of a loading cone. A ring loading system.
A loading
A
cone.
ring loading system.
That's so you
A
could.
zipper carrying case.
Zipper carrying case.
Oh, it's great. Yes. How about a way to disguise it when it's on the end table as like a toothbrush holder? Yes. Yes. It comes with a freshener to hang on your wife's clit in case that's the problem.
Shit.
I'm buying one for the family Christmas party next year.
That is a good one.
Just under the tree
Yeah,
with
use
no
the-
name on it. Someone's got to open this up in front of a bunch of people.
Is that fantastic?
Horrible.
The Postivac is great.
The Postivac.
I would love to see the instruction manual from the Postivac.
I would love to leave it in like the glove compartment of my car. If you sell your car, and you would leave that instead of the owner's manual for your car.
I want to go through airport security with a Postivac with fucking like shampoo in it, like dried shampoo.
Why wouldn't you just get the dick pill?
I don't know. Maybe they say that they're sick of medications. Like, I'm sick of my wife thinking I'm getting real erections. I want to humiliate myself in the bedroom by putting the equivalent of a fucking plastic pencil sharpener over it and pumping it up.
Yeah, you can steal leftovers if you're not horny.
I guess we all get tweeted the same shit. Did you see the fucking creepy video of the guy with the mustache talking about how anal stimulation
I never
during
watched.
Massages
Who are you following?
Exactly.
See how I had to say that? Like I was hoping you guys got sent it too.
We all get them. We all get them. If you got the one from the guy,
I never look at the video.
This one is so creepy. This guy with the mustache talking about prostate stimulation during massages is okay. Cock pump party?
Sorry, Danny just found a cock pump party.
No. Excuse me. Derek found a cock pump party video.
All right.
This is on Raw, too.
I'm going to have to close the blinds.
Why?
Please.
It's too hot for some of the people
A
that walk
bunch
around
of very effeminate men sitting around on a couch, and they've just opened up a box, probably the first box they've ever opened in their life. And then now they're pulling out various mechanical devices. That's a nice purple one with a little plunger thing at the end.
Cock pump party.
Wait a second, guys. This is a 48-minute video. We
think
should
they
probably get to the
meat of
Do you think they got an
potatoes of it?
Evite to this party?
Will you be attending?
You and your humiliating noodle are invited to finally feel like a man.
I have a feeling on Facebook I'm going to get an invitation to a cock pump party later today.
Exactly.
I accept.
Yeah, I guess we're going to have to go... the shirts are coming off. Oh, boy, that didn't take long. How far did you have to go?
How did D-Boy know about
Wow.
this?
All right, now
there
he's
you
putting
go.
his
He's putting his
dick.
penis through
Now,
it.
that looks very different. You got to have a rod just to get it in there.
It looks like a mousetrap. Like now your cock can't back out, so it gets electrocuted. It tricks your dick into eating cheese.
He's squeezing the plunger like an oldie-time camera.
How great would it be if he just squeezed it one time too many and shot himself out the window like a cannonball?
Is his dick growing?
Yeah.
What's it doing?
Yeah.
Well, I'm staring intently at his cock.
Jesus.
And it's definitely getting bigger.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on there?
I don't know. It just went up 2 points in deliciousness.
They should fuck that way.
Yeah.
AIDS would be gone within a month.
With the fucking pump thing on.
Yes.
His balls look like they're wearing a turtleneck. They're so embarrassed.
That guy's trying to get his limp noodle
They're
into
just
this
having
thing.
they're just having a little chit chat.
Yeah.
That's all. He's like, yeah, stick it in there.
Let's put a bee in there. Watch a wasp sting his turgid cock.
Pee in your bonnet.
His dick blows and the fucking wasp dies of AIDS. Oh, look at this little
poor
fella.
little dick.
Wow.
He's
Brett
pumping it
Favre.
up, though.
Brett Favre was invited to the party.
Yes.
He's trying his darndest. Oh, he's blaming it on the suction.
Yeah.
I think he's got a broken one.
Not the fact that he's the only straight guy there. It's his product.
I bet all these guys are 10 times more likely to get anal cancer.
Wow, look at this guy's balls.
Jesus.
Well-pronounced balls, aren't they?
Well, they're hairless. I'm sure there's a bunch of hair in people's teeth in that same room.
Jesus. Who is this man lady?
He's staring intently at his own penis. Penis pumping larger.
I
Who
know
knew
that
there were cock pump parties going on?
Now give us
Hands up here.
Fast forward 10 minutes. Let's see what.
He looks in
All right,
pain.
you know
Because he's just getting a finger up his asshole.
A rump.
Now what's going on?
Well, he's what we call the belle of the ball.
Yeah.
He's pumping his cock. One guy's jerking off on him, and someone else is fingering his ass, and there's another guy just looking at his bald spot.
Is they call him the belle of the ball?
Yeah. Wow, look at this little rotten dick trying to do something.
Jeez.
You should email that to Jen Sturger.
He is not.
Oh, someone's sucking his nips.
Oh, God.
He has tiny balls.
Yeah, what's with the gay community and their little balls?
I know.
Okay, stop.
Telling him to stop. Why? What was he doing?
Pumping it too much? Trying to get more than 5 inches out of it?
Anything going on, or are we just watching gay porno?
That's what I want to know.
No, well, here's what's happening. Eminem,
Pee-wee.
it looks like Eminem is getting his cock pumped. Oh, Pee-wee. What? This is a bunch of twinks. How do you not look at a bunch of twinks?
They go to split cam. Now they're just sitting around jacking off. How do you do that?
Boys will be boys.
I need to know how the party ends.
Of course. Well, the one guy just leaped over them with his dick fucking bobbling.
Oh,
his freshly pumped cock. With cum all over him.
Freshly pumped.
Him have an accident. The man have an accident on his belly. Him make a wee-wee on his belly.
Now all those pumps have to go into the hazardous waste bin.
Of course they do.
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Those pumps are like fucking beakers in the hospital.
Let's say hi to.
Oh, God.
Let's say hi to.
Hold
Jason.
on, Potsy Weber is getting his nipples tweaked.
Jason in Illinois. What's up, Jason?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Cunningham and Ralph Malf are tweaking his nips.
A few years back, there was a judge that got busted because he had a penis pump, and while he was listening to cases.
Was it Wapner?
Oh,
yeah, Doug Llewellyn snitched on him.
Wait, he was using the pump in the courtroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, like while he
Do you remember that story? I don't remember that one. Wow. Jesus.
As he was hearing a case, under his robe, he had a penis pump going, and he just pumped his dick up.
The stenographer would hear where he was pumping up. So.
As he's pumping his dick
I don't
up.
remember that one.
Who actually checked him? How'd they actually find out? How do you get the...
Somebody reported it, and you have to look the story up on Google if you look up, like, penis pump and judge. But they wound up, I think they busted him into court and caught him red-handed with the...
4-year jail term? For what? Is that a crime?
I guess so.
Oh.
Exposing himself while presiding over jury.
It was for exposure, because it says here that at his former court reporter, Lisa Foster, testified that she saw Thompson, the judge, expose himself at least 15 times during trials between 01 and 03.
It lost its seal and torpedoed into the DA's face.
Prosecutors said he also used a device known as a penis pump during at least 4 trials.
I think that's grounds for mistrial if you were convicted.
Yeah.
By this guy, and he's using a penis pump. You might get a new trial.
Yeah, his cock was like was hypnoptizing the jury.
He'd use it as a gavel. It's all hard, see?
All right, guys. Well, I'm checking out.
All right, thanks. So we're gonna take a break.
Oh yeah. After that, we all got to hit the bathroom.
Someone's got to retweet that creepy video of the guy with the mustache and the anal fucking stimulation massage video.
Isn't that great how it started? You saying that, us making fun of you for being the only one,
and
then we all sat around there watching gay porno.
Exactly. That's why they call me the Postivac Kid.
With no redeeming, also no redeeming value. Now we're just watching fucking gay porn again. By the way, again.
We were all just picking the one that we liked.
And, of course, D-Boy, the one turned us on to the penis pump party.
Oh, D-Boy is a fucking complete fruit.
Degenerate.
Yeah.
We also got a 1950 50s acid trip.
Really?
Housewife. Nice. Have you seen this yet?
No.
I haven't either, but this went around Twitter over the weekend.
Love that.
Moms for Opie and a few others were tweeting the shit out of this. But basically, it's a track of the housewife before she took the acid.
Yeah.
And then they talk to her.
After?
It's great.
Oh, during?
Look,
okay.
Look, can we just play it off the video after the break? Or is it too long?
It's kind of long, and there's a lot of... I mean, she was tripping on acid, so there's like a lot of...
All right, but you'll have that in the
silence and
background so we get the visual. So we'll do that after the break and some other things.
The Virus, Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Breaking news. Thank you to everybody that helps us out with the radio show, even though we have 8 TVs in here.
Of course.
Regis Philbin is announcing that he will retire at the end of the summer, though.
Retiring. Oh, at the end of the summer?
So he's going to finish out this year.
Oh.
And then he's done.
Well, he probably wants to enjoy the last weeks of his life after he retires.
But he's still doing it. He's not like Larry King where there's a drop-off, or was a drop-off at this point because he's finally retired.
I don't know. It's one of those things, though. It's kind of, once you retire...
Once you die pretty much right away, within a year or two.
People retire, and it's like you get this image that they're on a sailing ship somewhere going around the world, and the truth of the matter is they just stay home and rot.
They look around and go, now what?
What did I do?
And they worked so hard, they don't have any hobbies or anything, so they're
No.
just like, fuck.
Now it's like, what? Now what?
Yeah. You going to watch the Piers Morgan?
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I'll see what he's got to say.
Mm-hmm.
I heard this promo with I guess Howard's going to be on. Well, thank you, sir.
Was he on already? Did the Piers Morgan show start yet?
I heard a tease.
Was it Oprah last night?
Yeah.
The Oprah?
Oprah.
And then Howard tonight?
Yeah, they were asking about his hair. Or he was asking about his hair, if it's real and if he colors it.
Of course he colors it.
He said no.
Really?
Yeah.
I think everyone uses a little medicine.
He said no.
Okay, then I take
But
that back.
There was wordplay. He said, "This is all my hair."
Yeah.
He still could have had the old follicle restoration, and it would be his hair.
Oh!
That's wordplay.
Like some people around here. Yes. I don't know. I'll watch it. What the hell?
Yeah, we'll check out the Piers.
Piers.
That American Idol is going to be a bust, Sam. Say goodbye to your favorite show. American Idol is finished.
Yeah, but I'm going to have a new favorite show.
What?
X Factor.
What's that shit?
That's what Simon's doing.
You know, I tried to get everyone involved in Bridal Plasty, and I understand it just didn't hit.
It didn't happen.
I understand.
Taken off.
But there was I DVR'd it, and we popped it on last night. You know how they have the, we got to vote someone off ceremony in every reality show?
Everyone, yes.
They were doing that. I wish someone out there saw it and could appreciate this. Everybody was bandaged up so bad from their plastic surgeries. The one woman looked like she just came back from the Civil War. She had a head fucking
Really?
Bandage on.
Sawing her hand off with the fucking
I don't know.
hacksaw.
And her whole arm was bandaged.
Covered in leeches.
And she made her vote. And then a girl comes out of nowhere and uses her veto as she has half her face is bandaged. You got to see this clip.
I want to hear tonight.
What?
And they're all like wobbly because they're on meds and look like they're going to fall down. And
that's the best part about the show being like the deeper you get into it, the more people are recovering from
they are.
like serious
this
surgeries.
show is so fucked.
I don't know. I have seen it. I just couldn't get.
The clip I saw yesterday should be everywhere because it was unbelievable. Because it was like every reality show you've seen, where they vote someone off, but they're all fucked up.
They're all recovering from major surgeries.
Yeah, they've got bandages on and a shitload of Vicodin.
Yeah, look, she's got her nose.
This was the episode, but maybe. Oh shit! Yeah, no.
She, I guess, had the.
It was
nose
before
job.
this.
This is just the clip of this.
Oh, okay, that's too bad.
The
clip I saw really should be everywhere because it was hilarious. We were openly laughing how ridiculous it was that they were all bandaged up.
No, I watched Heavy last night.
How is that Heavy?
Holy shit. Disgusting. They had some guy who was so fucking fat.
How fat?
Well, he was so fat.
Ooh.
He had this thing on his leg that was growing off the side of it. It seems when people are really fat, like their skin cells get this fluid around it.
Yeah, it's like a buildup of. It's like a viscous fluid that will collect when the skin cell dies. It's like a sarcoma.
And it was about the size of a basketball.
What?
Hanging
Was
off
it a
of his
goiter?
leg. No, it looked like when he was in shorts, it looked like his ball bag was giant and hanging out of the leg of his shorts. And he could barely walk. And he had to lose
But it wasn't
100
attached to his
pounds.
ball bag? It just happened to be
it was on his thigh.
Dude, maybe that's what the guy that sells books on Columbus Avenue has.
That's what they say. A lot of these people have that.
But he's not a fat guy. But he looks like he has one giant ball. And
Well, that
and
could be.
And he's been around so long. He just smokes cigars on Columbus Avenue and sells his shitty books and his old Playboys and shit.
And a detachable penis.
Yeah, and he doesn't.
See, because he got at the kiosk with.
He doesn't cover it up. He'll talk to you about books while he has this massive fucking something happening in his pants.
Yeah,
But
this was really disgusting to watch. This guy went out and got, I think, 6 bacon cheeseburgers at the drive-thru, and then a double order of the chicken nugget things, and then he goes back to his room, lays down on his stomach in bed, and just eats.
What's the point of the show?
No point. That's the whole point, is that there's no point. It's no prizes, no nothing. They just have to lose weight or die. That's pretty much what they said. The point is so they don't die.
I love how the trainer just shows up with his shirt off.
Oh, yeah.
Making these guys feel real
All
good
ripped.
about themselves. He's all ripped.
And the chick trainer showed up just looking all buff and shit.
Right.
And the fat bitch didn't want to listen to it.
Man.
Yeah, that guy was mad. He was yelling at the black guy.
Man, being fat is really hot for TV right now.
Because he was using the same toilet.
That's a nice sign. Welcome home, pig.
Yeah, and they go through, a bunch of fucking bullshit exercises.
Can we do our Fatty Pig Fatty contest again?
Love to.
Fat is very in right now in pop culture.
How do we do Fatty Pig Fatty for the whole country?
Well, that's when you just say, we have to get a sponsor because I think we had a dollar amount per pound, and it stretches for like the whole summer, and then it says, whoever's the fattest person gets that dollar amount per pound. And they just come in, and they step on the scale, and they talk about being fat.
What are you buying, E-Rock?
The money you'd win.
See?
Oh, come on, it's not that bad.
Of course not.
How's South Beach going?
Yeah, that ain't
How is it
happening anymore.
What?
What happened?
What happened?
What was the problem with the South Beach diet?
The grains in the bread thing is a bit difficult.
It's hard?
Yes.
I've been eating a lot better, have you noticed?
Wait, what do you mean? The
Without me
grains
again.
in the bread are difficult.
Well, because a lot of the diet eliminates grains, breads, things that make sugar and carbs.
Right.
And, it's not that easy.
So what broke you?
But it's not supposed to be easy. That's the
but
problem.
you're not supposed to eliminate that for the rest of your life out of your diet as well.
Yeah, I know, but how about for a week? What?
Been a couple.
Well, I don't
broke
think the South Beach diet is something you're supposed to be on for your whole life. It's another one of these things that where you lose weight, you stop doing it, and you gain the weight back. It's a whole lifestyle issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So what happened, Eric? What broke you?
Some angel hair pasta.
When?
No
He's very weak.
fucking self-control.
Where were you, Euro?
Or self-worth.
Huh?
It's towards the end of last week.
Where were you, my
Why? Because it was delicious.
Attaboy, where were you?
I was at home.
And she made it?
Yeah.
She's an enabler.
Attaboy. Yeah, why'd she make it for you?
Isn't she on the South Beach diet,
Yes,
too?
but she did not have any of it.
So she didn't have any.
she broke your diet.
I had some.
That's
I
great.
had some lemon and garlic salmon over angel hair pasta.
Why not just lemon and garlic salmon? That sounds good.
It was great.
But you said to her, can you make me some pasta?
Oh, they're
What's-
calling her an enabler. Green lightning, very funny.
No,
Out of nowhere, a nagel appears. The show swerves to avoid it, but there's no hope. The nagel is just too big and has made too many mistakes. The hosts scramble to get a hold of the situation.
Scramble.
I can't believe she made angel hair pasta for you, breaking your diet.
Yeah, why'd she do it?
Does she care if you're fat? Not that you're fat.
Oh,
but-
she cares, yeah.
So why is she making the angel hair pasta?
She was
then?
not happy to do so.
Why? Were you yelling and screaming?
No, I wasn't yelling.
Were you
Make
doing-
my pasta.
Were you doing like a Cartman?
No,
Bedelia, where's my pasta, Bedelia? It's Father's Day.
What's that from?
Creep Show.
Oh.
Grape show, yeah. Great one.
Oh, yeah, we got to play this guy. Get that on deck. All right.
Got lots to do today, folks.
Yes, we do.
my
Really
God.
fast, because this guy knows what you're talking about. Oh, Dr. Steve knows what you're talking about with that big fucking mass on fat people's legs. Yes, Dr. Steve.
It's a collection of fatty tissue like a cyst.
Hi, boys. Jimmy, you had it close with the sarcoma. It's actually called a fatty lipoma.
Oh. That's what we call E-Rock.
Due to
fatty lipoma.
Due to the possibility of fluid building up underneath the skin, if there was trauma to the area, the white blood cells they form this fatty lipoma.
But you're forgetting, though, that there can be leakage. And if it's drained properly, the leakage won't interfere with your daily...
Exactly. That's exactly right, Jimmy. Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Do you know, I actually thought that was Dr. Steve making fun of himself.
I know, right? In the beginning. Great job, Dr. Steve.
I really thought that was you, Steve.
Great job. Hey, Queen Elizabeth on the Twitter says, how long were you on the South Beach before I read this tweet?
2 weeks.
Oh,
Wow. You had a later start because of the dominoes.
All right, but
You didn't make it to Delaware, never mind South Beach.
Hold on, but you said
See,
2 weeks.
let's drive.
You said 2 weeks?
Yeah.
All right, listen to this tweet. You're going to love this tweet.
All right.
Queen Elizabeth, thank you. Tell E-Rock that it's only the first 2 weeks with no carbs. Stupid fat fuck. Then you introduce healthy carbs like wheat bread.
Oh.
You were out of the carb phase. You made it. You made it without the carbs for 2 weeks.
Fuck them.
Infantry, you made it.
He just goes, fuck them. Yeah, God forbid.
By that, means his legs and heart.
Oh, shit.
I love how Iraq just gives up so easily. It's my favorite part.
He really does.
It's like, fuck
he celebrated it with a lunch on Friday.
Yeah, what did he have?
Well, I mean, I don't want to tell tales.
Wait, so he had something before the angel hair pasta?
We know
No, that was after.
Yeah, this was Friday, so the angel hair must have happened, and then he figured once the diet was gone, it was gone.
Sure.
What'd you have, Iraq?
Floodgates open.
We went down. Where did we go down?
No, let Iraq say it because it's way better when he says it.
Yeah.
What'd you have for lunch?
Where did we
Friday?
go on Friday?
Friday was Wendy's.
Oh, God. Right from a little angel hair pasta under your fish to fuck it, we're going to Wendy's.
Chicken sandwich.
To a salt-filled fucking sandwich.
How
from
many
Wendy's.
sandwiches?
Do you get 2 for the price of 1?
That's Roland. Roland, I thought you were on a diet. Roland was trying to eat better.
Roland's just like,
Did
fuck
you see
yeah.
that? I did. I love Wendy's. Go to Wendy's, people. Delicious.
So you gave up 2, Roland?
I gave up. Fuck, I ran away.
Wow. These two rule.
Fuck yeah,
Well, actually, I dropped my controller 4 times. I did 4 ab crunches this weekend. And actually, I had a big shit, so when I wiped, that's like counts as 2 crunches.
2 crunches.
You know John Fox, a comedian?
I've heard of him.
He had a big gut, and he had a funny joke where he would just, like, put his hand on his back, and he goes, like, I did a sit-up today. And the doctor said to me, you didn't try one the first day, did you? Probably funny when John said it.
When did you know you were in trouble?
The second I started, I realized it sounded like Dr. Steve John Fox.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, a little bit.
I'll save
And you have to look at John. It's just funny. But I
save-
knew I was butchering it.
I'll save everybody. We found that video of the creepy doctor talking about.
Oh, yeah.
PhD guy.
We heard the first, maybe 10 seconds of this and said, I don't want to hear any more. Just play it.
Speak for yourself.
PhD guy explains the benefits of anal massage. He's
Yes.
not kidding.
My name is Joe Kramer, and I'm a massage instructor. With this self-anal massage, you can reclaim an important part of yourself. You know little babies enjoy their assholes.
Pause that.
When you were very young,
Called their parents.
He's very right. Babies love their assholes tickled.
Really? Is he right?
Yes, he
Didn't know
is. He's a doctor.
Oh, it does say PhD guy.
He's a PhD guy.
Yeah, go ahead, Danny.
you had no shame.
Right.
You certainly didn't carry tension in your sphincter muscles. We were taught that there are places on our body that we should avoid. And the asshole is at the top of the list.
I hate how he says asshole.
What is the purpose of this anal taboo? Break the taboo and see what happens. Remember, till I was 30 years old, I hated my asshole. Had non-stop inflamed hemorrhoids. Not fun.
Not
and had
fun.
surgery on my asshole.
Asshole.
Breathing techniques demonstrated in this video, I have relaxed and healed my asshole. I have a whole new relationship with that part of my body, and I wish the same for you.
Nice
You
gradient
spend 10
background there.
hours in the next month practicing self-anal massage
Yeah.
and anal breathing.
How long?
You will get in touch with
Anal
astonishing
breathing?
power. Have fun.
Why is the
I
guy
recommend
doing a hula hoop?
clenching your asshole
This is a goof.
in rhythm with your breathing.
Gotta be.
It's a joke.
I'd like to show you 4 different anal breathing rhythms.
All right.
The first is just a sigh, a deep breath. On the inhale, clench, and on the exhale, relax.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
The little babies enjoy their assholes. The
This
next
guy might have
breath-
been serious, and then somebody mixed it.
That's exactly what happened because with the cuts were too pronounced. So yeah, it does say here in the description that it's from a very real video called Uranus Self Anal Massage for Men, and then it says that this is his remix of the video. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could keep going with this.
It's the same guy, but this guy was serious. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's serious. Derek was just telling me that he looked up his name. He's got some books on Amazon.
Got some cred.
Yeah, apparently. So
maybe we should just see the original.
Yeah, maybe we should try and find it.
I want to see the original video.
Yeah.
Damn. Instead of this guy's interpretation of it, right?
Original. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Mohr. Hey, Jay.
Oh my gosh, I want all those videos. It sounds fantastic.
Sounds
Doesn't
wonderful.
that sound fun?
Hey, you might have a chance at Regis's job. He just announced he's retiring at the end of the summer.
I got to step down. I can't do it as good as Anthony. Anthony always says my name is Regis, and literally as I was on hold listening to that, I said, I hope he says Jay Mohr.
Coming up, Jay Mohr. Love how energetic he gets when he says your name. He can't wait for you.
He's super fired up. Notre Dame graduate. Every time you meet him, he's like, I went to Notre Dame.
Oh, God, everybody knows that.
Yeah,
we know, Regis.
Enough.
So did anybody catch the Notre Dame game? It was fantastic. They won.
Dadgummit. You're a good impressionist, Anthony.
Oh, please. Coming from the Jay Mohr.
The Jay Mohrs.
Nice Islanders, Opie.
Oh.
Well, I got my Jets,
Opie
though.
Opie tweeted himself throwing his Islander tickets in the East River. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Just literally thousands of dollars. I'd rather them just float out into Brooklyn Harbor.
Better than,
pocket going to Arena one more time.
Better than going.
And stupid people are pissed off. They're like, give it to a kid or something. Maybe I'm giving the rest of my tickets to some people, so go fuck yourself. And it was $600 that I just threw in the river. What am I going to do? They were out of it in November. They were done.
They're really horrible. And you know what's amazing? I was looking at the NHL standings, and like the entire NHL is 500 or above. Like literally the entire 3/4 of the NHL above 500. The last place team in 3 divisions are like 21 and 19. And then you get Opie's team, they have like 2 wins.
Well, the Devil.
The San Jose Sharks are in last place. They're 21 and 19.
Well, the Devils are worse, and I think because we had a little bit of a winning streak, and then the Edmonton Oilers, I guess, are kind of right around where the Islanders are. But now the Islanders are in trouble because, or people are suspicious because they sat DiPietro, even though he's healthy, and put in a rookie goalie, and now everyone's like, oh, they're playing for their draft pick. They're playing to be, the number 1 draft pick.
Yeah, they always pan out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think it's funny when the original Canadian teams are in last place? Like when Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver. I mean, Vancouver's great now, but when all the original Canadian teams are in last place, you're like, oh my gosh, like you guys invented this. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's your sport. You shouldn't be there. Hey, what about the Jets there, JJ?
Bro, that was unbelievable. Not even Brian Schottenheimer could ruin it for the Jets. I always say Brian Schottenheimer is the worst person on the Jets, and I don't know I know you saw the game. I was reading your tweets, but it seemed like Mark Sanchez and Schottenheimer were jawing a lot on the sideline. And Sanchez was telling Schottenheimer, like, no, you're wrong. I'm not running that. And they had one time when they went into the Wildcat with Santonio Holmes, and Mark Sanchez looked like he was going to smash Schottenheimer in the face with his helmet on the sidelines. Like, why am I on the sidelines in a playoff game so somebody else can take a snap that wasn't a quarterback for a national championship team? So that's good.
Wow. You know what? I didn't even notice that.
And the touchdown to LaDainian Tomlinson was a Mark Sanchez audible. He saw the linebacker coming up into the box to fill the box up. There was 8 in the box, and he saw the 3 receivers, trips left, and he knew that if Tomlinson went for the little flare off to the left, he knew that linebacker would get caught up in the wash. He wasn't going to be able to get over there in time. That was a Sanchez call. They got to stop getting tricky. They always mess it up with a double reverse or some stupid wildcat. Like, I hope Brad Smith stays on the injured reserve so they can't direct snap and have him run 1 yard up the middle behind Nick Mangold's rear end again.
And you know what? This is why Jay Mohr fills in for Jim Rome.
Oh, I know.
This is why you fill in for Jim Rome right here.
Where's Jimmy?
I'm right here, buddy.
Jimmy's here. Hey,
listening.
What about Steelers, obviously? It's going to be a tough game. What's your thoughts real fast?
I don't know how you pick against the Jets at this point. You beat Peyton Manning and Shannon Sharp's fast when he said, blah, 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 blah. And I said, you know what? He's got a point.
Okay, we beat Peyton and Brady on the road. Both. That's unbelievable.
Did you see after the game when they were all sitting there with Boomer and Shannon Sharp and Bill Cowher? You know, the after game, the after part?
Yeah.
and Shannon Sharp said, blah, 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 blah. And I said, this guy has a point. And I don't know who.
That's a point.
I don't know who came down from the NFL and said, everyone, I want your ties, I want your knots so thick that you could go sailing with your shirts. Like Merrill Hodge and Shannon Sharp, their knots are like the size of a pillow around their neck. Like, what's wrong with these guys?
Classic.
Wear a cool skinny tie like Anthony. Like, hey, nothing.
Classic.
I don't see how the Jets could be afraid of anybody at this point, except maybe Jimmy's Cowboys.
Yeah. Yay! What about the Packers though, man? Fuck.
The Packers beat the Jets 9-0. The Packers got 3 field goals on the Jets. It's going to be the Jets and the Packers, and it's going to be 2 6 seeds in the Super Bowl, and yet it'll be the highest rated Super Bowl. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, I feel like a little girl, a little girly.
Did you see Rex Ryan running down the sidelines? Like, Rex, don't do that.
It really looked. I have
it was funny.
I have a very stool problem. Like, I've had colonoscopies and stuff, and that's how I run when I'm going to have diarrhea. When I'm rocketing you, that's mine. He stole that.
Oh, Jesus.
With milk, lemonade, round the corner, fudges, mate. That's mine. Whoop-de-doo.
The best part is the whoop-de-doo every time.
That was
Whoop-de-doo.
He looked like it looked like one of those games where one team is so far ahead they let the retarded kid run a play.
Dude,
that's what he looked like running down the field.
But fucking Jay nailed it. It looks like he's got fucking diarrhea. He's trying to keep
piles.
it.
He's got the piles.
You fucking nailed it.
At SportsCenter they go, and a very special play from a very special young man in an amazing display of sportsmanship. The New York Jets let Rex Ryan run down the Sean Green putting the baby to sleep and laying down in the end zone was worth every 45 feet of that penalty.
So pumped. Hey, there's not.
I was saying yesterday, that's exactly. And Jim Nantz acted holier than thou. Like, that is a terrible display of sportsmanship. No, Jim, we just made the Patriots and Tom Brady and Bill Belichick go home. They have to literally unpack a minute and 15 seconds from now. That's exactly when you take that 15-yard penalty.
That was such annoying pontificating by that. Was that Jim Nantz who said that? Like, what a douche.
Yeah.
He's the worst. I love.
Oh my! I've never seen such a classless act. No, it's not Ocho Cinco in Week 5, and you're still down 7-7 going into the parking lot with Pom Pom doing river dance. You just took Tom Brady and sent him to Milan with Giselle.
Hey, someone does read my tweets. Thank you, sir.
That's right, buddy boy.
Fucking A, that's hilarious. I don't need class in sports. We talk about this on the show all the time. Who the fuck needs class in sports?
And who is some faggot sportscaster to decide what's classy for guys who are playing at that moment?
Right.
Jimmy, I don't know why it's the kind of language. It doesn't make you seem older.
I know, but sometimes I feel cool when I say faggot. And people think I smoke.
I didn't say it didn't make you seem cooler. I said it didn't make you seem older.
Hey, Jay,
hey, sit down at Cunningham.
Jay, it says you want to talk about Ricky Gervais. We did a fine hour on that earlier. Obviously, you loved it, right?
I loved it, but the other thing was, I like Robert Downey Jr. a lot, and as someone, maybe Jimmy can sort of get with me on this. Like, don't smash. Robert Downey Jr. is like the anti-Lohan. He's the guy that got it together. So to go smash him about, like, being a drunk and all that stuff, and, like, meanwhile, you can't host an award show without bringing a cocktail with you. Like, you got some stones, Gervais.
I didn't mind it because, again, it was like Downey has had a lot of trouble with that publicly. I think if it was a real criticism, like I think if Gervais said in an interview, you know what, he's bad for movies because he drinks and does drugs, that would be totally different. But the fact that he goofed on him, I didn't mind.
I didn't mind it at all. The best intro, actually, to me, was Tom Hanks, and the other one's Tim Allen.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, yeah. That was amazing.
You know what? The best part... Okay, everyone listen. This is for real. Speaking of Ricky Gervais, February 4th, I'm going to be at the Borgata.
Ooh.
Oh.
And February 5th, I'm going to be at Foxwoods, and I'm going to show people how to really do jokes without carrying cocktails out on playing field. Because I don't want Jim Nantz going, I've never seen someone so faultless to bring. And was he drinking apple juice? Is he pulling like a Dean Martin? It didn't look like no alcohol.
I don't know what that was. Almost looked like a beer, yeah.
Anthony would totally walk out with a beer when he's hosting the AVN Award.
Might as well.
Anthony, you are like third in line for the AVN Awards. You know that.
I think I do more, maybe the Video Game Awards or something.
Hey, that's my territory. Back off.
I know. I'm not stepping on your toes.
Don't step on my toes. None for you, Mr. Hitler. Buddy Hackett once told me like an 11-minute joke, and it went on, and it was just about some old lady taking, like, she was sitting with Hitler at a bus stop, and there was another guy, and she took out the sandwich, and she, like, broke off a piece, and she put butter on it, and a little mustard, and it was a little toasted. It was beautiful. And she added some ham from the like, it went on and on. Like, she built this sandwich for, like, 11 minutes, and she gave a piece to the guy to her left. And when I say 11 minutes, I mean, like, as long as we've been on the phone so far. And then the punchline was so stupid, but you're so vested in this joke. He just looks over, and the old lady goes, "None for you, Mr. Hitler." That was the entire punchline of the joke. And you just sit there like, and it's Buddy Hackett, and you're in his house, and there's lots of guns. He's like the Phil
lots of
Spector
guns.
Comedy. He's Phil Spector of comedy.
I just read a Buddy Hackett story where after a gig, he went to a restaurant and they were closed for the night. And supposedly there was a padlock on the door. I forgot. And there were some other comics with him. And he pulled out a gun and shot the lock to go inside. Did he ever tell you any shooting stories, Jay?
The good old days.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's true.
When I wanted to get a gun, you know, you got to wait like, and I think in California you got to wait like 6 hours because they want to make sure you're not a bad guy. He lent me a gun to drive home with, and then he called the sheriff's department in Beverly Hills, Santa Monica, like basically my route home. He called ahead and goes, "I got this guy. He's coming driving home. He's got a pistol. Don't break his chops. He's a good friend. Or to be in Nagasaki where the women chew the baki and the men say, woo, that's woo."
Fucking sounds just
so
like
I
him.
drove home knowing that if I got pulled over, they were going to go, "Oh, yeah, Buddy Hackett told us you had a loaded weapon."
Yeah, everything's cool.
Anthony, here's the part you'll love. The pistol was engraved with a palm tree, and it said, "To Buddy Hackett, with love, the Florida Sheriff's Association." Now, when you have gun engraved on your person, you've never been more tempted to shoot somebody just because that will be the murder weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're not going to think it's me if I just take a service revolver, you know, an old 38. It's got a palm tree in it, like, nice and fancy.
Yeah, that could be, I think the evidence overwhelming. They would be taking Buddy Hackett away.
Jimmy, how did you guys, was that a benefit you guys did at Borgata?
No, it was just gig.
How do you guys split up that kind of dough with those? I mean, you had 4 monsters on stage.
Yeah, I mean, it actually wasn't that hard. I mean, it was a good payday for everybody. I mean, we did 3 shows. What's that?
Oh, there you go, 3 shows.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
I do a minimum.
If you had to pay one of the comics least.
What's that?
Less. If you had to pay one of the 4 comics less, strictly based. Hold on one second. Let's get a little closer so we're not banging the ball up the doors, okay, hon? Thanks, buddy.
What's that about?
We're playing basketball indoors, but when you miss and it hits the garage door, it shakes the whole house. A couple names folks I picked up. If you had to pay one of the comics less, based on their performance that night, who would have gotten a little less in their check?
Jeez. Hard to say because we all gave 110%. I mean, you know how I say it, Jay. We all left it out there on the stage. We did 3 shows. We all did really well.
All right, but if you had to pay one guy a little less based on crowd response.
Unfortunately, it would have to be myself.
You're the best.
Jimmy had to take the bullet. He doesn't want to answer the question.
Jimmy could run for governor.
Yeah,
You're the best.
he took the bullet.
Along with none for you, Mr. Christie.
Just fucking took the bullet.
All right, I'm going to get my son dressed and take him to school, but I thought, I got to call the boys. It's been a while. We'll talk about Ricky Gervais.
Mm-hmm.
And I had 2 things to plug. So, you know, I'll take advantage of the plug time.
Might as well.
And Jay, on Twitter, where are you at? Did you change? You got rid of the 37, right?
Who cares? I'm same, but it's a Tower of Babel. Who cares?
It is. You're right.
All it is a
Who's
way
actually
for
reading
people
our
directly, shit? It really is just an invention for strangers to tell you directly you suck.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Blocking people really is closer, son. You gotta get closer than that. Blocking people really is one of life's sublime pleasures.
The block. Gotta love the block.
Like if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it, did it really fall? It's like
Yep.
if you block someone on Twitter, did they really ever exist in their mom's basement? Do they really even exist?
Nope.
If you block them, are they?
They don't. Yeah, then they can't get to any number of people, so it doesn't fucking matter. It's great. Goodbye.
I got blocked by Jason Whitlock, and then I was so offended because I was telling him he was a racist.
Who's Jason Whitlock?
Exactly.
Call him a racist.
All right.
I come down to see my show at the Borgata. I don't fill the rooms like Jimmy does. I need all the help I can get.
So do I. Brewer, Burr, and Attell.
You did 3 shows. That's the juice, man.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, 2,000 seats a show. Fuck, right?
No, it's about 26.
26?
2,600, yeah.
Sorry.
2,600 seats at Borgata?
Yeah.
No, not... The music box is about close to 1,000. The event center was...
I'm doing the tiny one. I'm doing my show got canceled room.
No, the event center... The music box is a great venue, man. I've done that many times. It's a great venue.
I've done it once. For some reason, it's been 9 years in between. You obviously sell. They're like, all right, we'll give him another shot. So maybe I'll call Colin and see if he can come down and promote it. And I'm going to make Broadway big shots. Hugh Jackman backstage relaxing. God's A game.
You saw that?
Sorry, deep end of the gene pool, people. Don't let our smiles blind you. I got an Indian girl, like Jimmy taught me. I call her Cinnamon Lips. All right, let's get a kid in a school uniform. I love you guys.
All right, buddy. Take care, man.
Jay, later,
Thanks,
man.
brother. Jay Mohr, man. Fuck. Do we have time to do Acid Trip Lady, or should we wait for tomorrow on that there?
How long is it?
It's got some time on it.
We'll probably do that tomorrow. We could do that tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like the sound of that.
Could give away some Jägermeister shit.
Yeah, why don't we give away stuff?
Jägermeister Music Tour prize pack. We'll just give away a pair of tickets. Catch the Jägermeister Music Tour featuring Buck Cherry with Hell Yeah and many more. You can go to JägermeisterMusicTour.com for more info. Winners must be 21 or older, void where prohibited by law. Jägermeister reminds you to drink responsibly. Obviously, they're playing all over the place. So you call, you win the tickets. Hopefully, they're in your fucking city.
Hopefully.
A little confusing, I understand.
Yeah, I think we need to probably say this, too. No winners for the Jaeger Tour allowed from California, Washington, Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina, or Utah.
Why?
Because I guess you can't. It's a liquor-sponsored giveaway. I guess there's some law you can't win.
Oh,
something.
God, I hate government.
Wait, what? Those states don't allow you to do liquor-sponsored giveaways?
Void where prohibited, as they say.
Yeah, all
right, so this
if we don't read that, I guess that could be
so
a problem.
basically, if you're in California, Washington State, Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina, or Utah, you're shit out of luck. And then the rest of you call, and you got to make sure that the tour's coming to your city. A little confusing. Call us now. We'll try to figure it out together, all right? Random caller, 10th caller, what do you want?
Random is fine.
Yeah, we'll go random. E-Rock will just pick somebody or whoever's answering the ring.
Is that how
answering
with
the
it?
phones today? All right?
Yay!
And the Steven Singer gift cards for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, how about that? Steven Singer.
We'll do that tomorrow because now the phones are lit for the Jägermeister thing. Oh! Fucking, we lost another goddamn cop. Pisses me off.
Well, yeah, that's another.
19-year-old arrested in shooting death of New Jersey police officer.
Nah.
Was he an unruly teen?
Yes, he was an unruly teen.
And someone gave me the info, and then I asked for a link because they're trying to get some funds for the family and stuff. I never got the link, so if someone could help me out with that today, so we could retweet that.
We'll pop that up.
Always trying to help the cop's family.
That's awful. That and
horrible.
On the heels of that, you got the Camden Police Department getting cut by 50%.
Who the fuck is going to Camden?
That's just gonna be great.
That's today, right?
Yeah.
They lose half their police force.
Lose about half their police force.
And if that's an area that needs cops, that doesn't make any sense. What's that about?
Budgets.
The state?
budgets. They're
Bro,
just like,
really?
yeah, we're out of money. Let's cut the police
Where the
department
fuck?
in half.
Where the fuck is the money? I know it's a broken record, but where the fuck is the money going? Where now you got to lose half your police force?
Very important things. Opie.
We're all
Very
we're all
important.
paying our fucking taxes,
Very important.
or most of us. Where the fuck is the money?
Not going to half the police that were there yesterday.
You know how much money it is just to drive from AC back to New York?
Yeah, come on.
Where's all this money going?
Oh.
Don't question it, though, man. You'll get that food poisoning.
Hey, you don't
That
get
takes you out, man.
It's conspiracy.
So, yeah, that happens today. And we talked about Willie O'Ree, the first black NHL player.
Yeah.
Debuted for the Boston Bruins 53 years ago. What the fuck did he do for the team?
You know, I could say things.
For a while, you're going to like this statement, Ant. I know you're going to love
What?
this. But for a while, black guys in hockey, fighters.
Oh, what, they put them out there to goon it up?
And now black guys in hockey starting to show some skills.
Yeah.
Besides the fighting thing. Am I wrong?
Oh, there were a lot
I
of
don't think so.
African players and African-descended players in hockey. No. I won't say African-American because, you know, there's Canadians.
There's
all over the place.
There's still just a handful. Really, literally just a handful. I don't even think every team has a black guy yet.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's...
I like how presumptuous the news gets with that. So they say, like, African-American when they're describing somebody. It's like, no. How do you know? They're looking for someone. Sometimes they do mention race, and they
Right.
go, it's described as an African-American male. It's like, we're from Canada.
Well, an African American could be. How
do you know?
Could be. How do you know? Why isn't a white African who now lives here considered? It's just such
an African American
double talk.
So dumb.
It doesn't.
And anytime you watch any cop shows, it's always black male. Let's just describe it as black male. Don't try to get fancy.
One more Jets story, too, before we leave. A man celebrated the Jets win.
Ah, yeah.
A lot of people celebrating it. This guy, though, decided to go sledding down his driveway.
Yeah, I read that.
Right into traffic, and he got killed. So,
whoops.
Not the smartest thing to do.
I slid down his driveway. Was there snow, or was it just...
now he's not going to be able to... now he won't even know if the Jets make it to the Super Bowl.
What an asshole.
Because he's dead.
What an asshole.
That is a dumbass thing to do.
You can't even feel bad for him. You're just like, good. What a dope. Fucking, because the team wins, you sled into
traffic.
Jets fans are
Brilliant.
dumb. I'm sorry.
Hey!
I mean, I'm generalizing.
Yay!
He's case in point. No, but they just are. They're just... Why would you do that?
Sports fans in general are just kind of silly, right?
Yeah, it really is.
Jet fans are
really
worse.
are. You think Jet fans are worse than any of them?
Yes.
No, not really.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of a sports team that really has horrible fans. Just one that really sticks out. Yankees.
Oakland.
Their fans suck. No, I don't know. Not even the Yankees.
Oakland?
Red Sox, no.
Jets.
No.
I'm telling you, in general, I'm not saying all Jet fans,
No.
but a lot of them.
No.
They're the first ones to start yelling Jets.
Well, that's the chant.
Yeah, but the team hasn't
And
won
now we
anything
fly
in years.
like airplanes after touchdowns.
The team hasn't won.
I like when they fly like airplanes
Oh, is that
down the
it?
field.
Is that
They're
the
shit
gimmick?
talkers, but they haven't won, and that's what bugs people about the Jets. That's what it is. It's not that they're.
But
gonna,
that's Rex Ryan's thing. He's been like that ever since the Jets picked him up.
It doesn't matter why. I mean, but
I love his cockiness. It's a little out of control at times, but
cockiness after you win
makes
is
it
one
fun.
thing.
Makes it fun.
Cockiness before you win is silly.
Not really. That's what we're talking about. Let them
Well,
be
that's-
cocky all they want.
It goes
Before,
down in history
during,
as
after.
working well for Joe Namath. He was all cocky
Are
beforehand.
they dragging Joe Namath out now that the Jets have a real playoff run going on?
Yeah. I
Have we
think
seen Joe Namath yet?
no, I don't think they've.
This week we'll
dragged him
start
out
seeing
yet,
Joe
but-
Namath.
But he was all cocky though back there in '69.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he guaranteed it, right?
Guaranteed a win.
The Post put him on that Star Wars cover they did. Did you see that on?
Yeah, what was
Friday, I
what
think?
was the headline again?
Return of the Jet Eye.
Oh.
You don't get it because they were facing the evil empire. Apparently now the Patriots are the evil empire along with the Red Sox.
Right.
Yeah, Joe Namath, I think he was Yoda.
Was he Yoda? Let's take a look
I
at
think
this.
so. Yeah.
Why would he be Yoda?
He predicted a win.
Yeah, there's Namath. There's Namath as Yoda. I'm sure he appreciates that for everything he did for the Jets in this city. Look completely like
He's
an
just
asshole.
waking up, getting his paper,
Right.
and now he's Yoda.
Who else we
The
got
guy
on
in the
cover?
helmet.
That's Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick
Yeah,
is
Patriots.
Darth Vader.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Rex Ryan is Han Solo.
I see.
How stupid.
Who's the chick?
Look at that.
Oh, that's Rex's wife.
I love the gut.
That's right. I haven't seen her look that hot because they put her head on Princess Leia's body.
I love the gut on Han Solo.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
See the Patriots or the Death Star?
They did not call that a collectible, did they?
Of course they did.
And of course, it's our collectible cover.
It's not collectible. Yeah. I mean, I know some dumbbell has it up.
Montreal Canadiens riot when they win in the first round.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Do they really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did last year when they beat Washington.
Puddle of AIDS. C-A-R-S. Cars. John Chet fan. I kind of like that. All right. Well. Jimmy, you're going to Austin this weekend?
Oh, yes. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The Cap City Comedy Club. It's my first trip ever to Austin. I don't know why. I think there's going to be 8 people in the room. January 20, 21, 22. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And Montclair, March 5th is on sale now.
Jimmy, we got 10 seconds left. You got any filler just to get us to our obligation?
At the Wellmont Theater.
7.
You can get
6,
tickets.
5.
I'll also be in Cincinnati
4,
coming up. And
3,
Portland, Oregon.
2,
bunch of places.
1.
Vegas.